guys, welcome back to the Imaxit football channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and also subscribe. And for all our avid fans, keep on doing that great work by sharing the contents far and wide. As you can see by the title, we will be discussing Reggae Boyz abroad, and obviously you have to include the rest of the EPL games, and then we are going to talk about the games that we have actually chopped up last night that some games should have actually been played. So we have to go through those results and how impactful it was at that point and what's to come after as well for the schoolboy. Because as you know, we have three tasks here to make sure we keep the current Reggae Boyz going, to find the upcoming Reggae Boyz wherever they are. We have to do that, and we have to keep you guys informed on football in general. All right, so those are our things. So top of the morning, hope you guys are out and ready. All right, massive respect. So we saw that people already in the chat. So Dr. Gigi, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Sure done. Already in the building. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Then we have Tennessee checking in. Massive respect. I know it is early, you guys time, but obviously it's late for me. It's almost 2 o'clock at this point. Anyways, so we have on the table to chop up Macy Greenwood. We have the first paper on him. Personals ask us about him, so we are going to just put it in it. At one point they said he was actually arrested, so we're going to try and give you the piece of paper at this point, because it's a little bit on the good side, because he's actually out at this point. All right, so for the personals that kept telling me that his career is over, he was charged, not convicted. Completely different. Obviously, there's a big difference. All right. Yes. So we're gonna go through the article, ask the necessary questions, and then we move on to the next one. All right. So we saw our brother Dwayne Thomas in the building. Massive respect, bossy. Hope all is well with you and the family. All right. Yes, man. So, anyways, Edda said Mason Greenwood granted bail over attempted rape charge. All right. Yes, not charges, charge. All right. Yes, the 21-year-old was arrested in January after the allegations emerged. Manchester United's Macy Greenwood has been released on bail after being charged with attempted rape. All right. Yes, kind of have to talk a little bit low because YouTube kind of capture these things and sometimes block your video. All right. The 21-year-old was also charged with assault and repeatedly engaging in controlling. Oh my God. All sorts of behavior. All right. He was arrested in January amid allegations surrounding images and videos that emerged online. The footballer from Bowden in Greater Manchester will be released from custody following a private hearing at Manchester Minshall Street Crown Court. All right. Yes. He had been remanded in custody after appearing at Manchester and Salford Magistrate Court on Monday. A spokesman for the court confirmed bail had been granted with conditions not to contact witnesses, included the complainant. All right. Yes. And to reside at an address in Bowden. All right. So clearly you cannot leave the area and should not be contacting the complainant. All right, very simple. It's not simple because sometimes you're in relationships and sometimes people can't get themselves away. All right, let me know what say you on that. All right, because it seems like it's a tough thing for him to do, so let me know what say you on that. All right, but hopefully he does comply with the request from the court, so he doesn't have to get himself in any other problems until they can finalize this thing. All right, because you don't want to put yourself in more problems before this has been finalized, and then that's where it's going to look even more bad on your side. All right, Greenwood did not appear for the short hearing. He had been on bail since January, but was rearrested in Trafford on Saturday for an alleged breach of the condition. All right, so it clearly telling you that he needs to fix up on what they actually told you to do. So if they said don't go around the girl or or family, anything, don't do it. Just stay away from it and try your best to be in the right corridor at this point, until they can go back to court. They look at it and see if everything is okay. If they have to release you, they do release you, and then your future is out there for you. All right, stop breaching these things, these conditions. All right, just please stay sane at this point. Yes, man, because we want the best for you, because we would love to see you come out here and play for Jamaica. So and also we want to see you excel in your career as well. All right, yes, because we're not going to be selfish just about Jamaica, but also we want to see you excel at Manchester United, just like what you did before. Yes, but yeah, we know. They are young kids and they have load of money. So sometimes those things are hard to get over. All right. I've learned that the hard way as well. Yes, so hopefully he has the proper guidance with him, the proper guidance, that because that's very much important. Guidance is very much important when you're young and have money. Believe me. All right. Yes. Why? It's sad for the youth, man. It's sad. Jason said, Sakpa said, JD, man, take over. Take over for the Rooster, waking up everybody. All right, big up, thanks. It is what it is. At least I'm doing some jobs, so personnel cannot come here or cannot go to work and tell people that they weren't early. You understand me? What they need to go and do is tell your bosses to make sure they pay me for my job, what I'm doing. DNA, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Not a good look for Greenwood. Well, tell you what, they have released him on bail so far. So clearly they have more things to go, things to check up and do before maybe the full court date. So let we wait until that time to see. But all he needs to do is just stay out of trouble, leave these people alone, and it's a big world with 7 billion people in it. Obviously, I have to check the population of Bowden, but I think he has enough money to get anybody he wants around him. So it's a big world out there to find any other personnel and bring them to you. All right. Yes. So just avoid these human beings and make sure you put as much security around you. Cameras as well that can record things. So that means if someone said that you left your location, you can report that you have not left your location. If they said you are around them, you can prove. And then maybe that same situation can help you because you can prove that people lying on you. You understand me? So make sure you have these things set up because you have every single thing. You have all the money in the world to secure yourself if persons telling lie on you. And obviously, I am not coming here advocating if he's guilty. All right. Yes, because I know you have ladies watch the video and obviously they know the story. If he's guilty, he should serve his time just the same. But I'm just saying, if they're lying on him, I have to still give him that advice to get himself out of problem at time. Yes, but it's a tough spot he's in at this point, and we wish all the best for him if he's not guilty. All right. And even if he's guilty, I do wish all the best for him, all the rehabs and everything, because you need people to be better individuals. You don't need people to go to prisons because you want them to go to prisons. You want them to be better human beings. You don't want them, unless you're going to erase someone off the earth, that's the only way you don't want them to learn anything. So I wish the best for him, even if he's going to prison. All right? Yes. I know people can't differentiate certain things, so that's why I'm trying to pick my words properly, All right. Yes. But let me know what say you guys on this Macy Greenwood situation if you have been following it. I don't know what happened to these man. Shake my head. Look how the guy messed up his career with the foolishness. But wait until it's done. Then we can say that. Timur Pidekin, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Guys, I've not said it. Let we still aim to 200 likes. So if we drop short of the 200 likes, we still have enough likes on the video. All right? Share the video around so we can wake up up as much more personal in the morning. So this was the first conversation. Want to hear your take on it, guys, so we can go over that as well in the chat, and then we move on to the next story. All right, yes, so I'm gonna move on to the next story now, but you can still comment on it, and make sure if you're re-watching the video, please do a comment on it just the same. All right, yes, it's always important for us to get everything out there. All right, yes. All right, so yeah, man, no problem. I haven't shared it or anything else. So it's just people naturally waking up out of their bed and coming to check us out. I haven't shared it as yet. I will do soon. All right. So, anyways, we slip past to the Manning Cup because we have the Jamaica Reggae Boy side that we're going to be coming towards very soon. And after 40 minutes, we will open the phone call for the personnels them that woke up and fully seen at this point they can actually call in. All right. Norman Manley slipped, puts them in danger. We talked about that because Manley was in the third spot and they had the possibility to actually get towards even St. Andrew Technical. All right, St. Andrew Technical at the point played 9 games and had only 1 game. But because they have actually slipped here, I think they only can come third at this point, but come third with enough points in the best third place team to step up. All right, so that is the condition I think for them based on what we checked. We've checked yesterday, and I'm going to give you the necessary results as well if you never had it before, because obviously I've done my video early on yesterday, so I know that maybe a million videos were already recorded on this. All right, needing to win to solidify their place in the second round of the Issa Digital Manning Cup competition. Norman Manley fell 2-1 to Dunoon Technical in their Group D match at Excelsior High School yesterday. And kudos to Excelsior because they are hosting a lot of games. However, the Maxfield Park-based school remains third on 16 points behind group winners Jonathan Grant, who turned back Tarrant 2-1 to top the standing on 23 points. Saint Andrew Technical, which is stats, ended second on 21 points. So they ended second on 21 points. Nevertheless, Norman Manley are still in a great position to take one of the 4 third place spots. All right, one of the 4 best third place spots. All right. One of the 4 third place spots. All right. Norman Manley plays Spanish Town in their final group game on Friday, and coach Shane Gage remains positive. But what I'm confused with is it that Stats played 10 games already? Because that makes no logical sense, because they have said they played only 9 games. So Jonathan Grant wouldn't win the group as yet. They still have 1 more game to play. So that's where the confusion come in. So if you're watching the Manning Cup and you're paying way more attention than myself, and you went to matches and matches registered and never really updated on the site, let me know if Stats played 10 games already, because I don't think they played 10 games as yet. So the group is not closed as yet. It is not closed as yet. All right. Yes. So just keep that going. It has not been closed as yet. Stats still has 1 more game to play based on the statistics that I've seen. All right, they have not played 10 games as yet. All right, they are still stuck on 9 games, so they still have 1 to go, so they can go 24 points. All right, yes, based on what I saw. All right, so we have JT Viva. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here, bossy. Hope all is well with you and the family. All right, yeah, man. All right, so they have 1 more game to go. All right. Norman Manley plays Spanish Town in their final group game on Friday, and coach Shane Gage remain positive. So that simply means the group is not closed as yet. But definitely Jonathan Grant in pole position to do a job. Let me just give you the rest of the results right here before we move on to the other conversation. The rest of the result, JC A very good win over Cedar Grove. So they do continue on their dominant path of winning all 9 games. Right. We're gonna show that we're gonna show the entire pool soon. All right. So 9-0 over Cedar Grove. St. Jago doubled their game over Holy Trinity, winning back to back because they won the first one 5-2. I thought I watched that game on Sportsmax, and they won this 4-0. All right. Yes. So this is like a building process for them. Or maybe they fell in the bad group. We're gonna get into that as well. St. Mary's College lost to St. Catherine, the team that I told you guys not to sleep on. All right, 7-1. So St. Catherine start adding up the numbers in terms of the goal difference. So even though JC keeps storming on with a lot of goals, it's proving that they are not just a resilient team, St. Catherine. They are also a team that can be efficient at times and get goals and numbers on the board as well in terms of goal difference. All right. Then Dunoon, we talked about that massive blip there for Norman Manley, losing to Dunoon 2-1, and Jonathan Grant defeated Tarrant 2-0. All right. So Jonathan Grant, very good result for them. Bad result for Manley. St. Catherine, very good moral booster and good result for them. St. Jago, good moral booster for them and building process for them as well. And Jamaica College, they are solidifying themselves as one of the definite favorites. Let me know what say you guys in the comment section. Let me share this video around. Yep. All right. So thanks very much for everyone being here. Make sure to like, share, and definitely subscribe. We are going to try and bring up the information right here. The information right here on the Concacaf on the Dacosta Cup. All right. So 1 second, guys. 1 second. Let me pull up the Dacosta Cup right here. And let me share this at the same time. And guys, remember, we're only doing 2 hours here, all right? We're only doing 2 hours like before because I have some other things that we have to cover, all right? So big up JT Vivo. Hope all is well with you and your fam, all right? Yeah, man. Thanks very much for passing through. I know it's a little bit early, but you know the thing, all right? We have to keep doing the thing, all right? All right, let me put this. All right, so that is great. All right. All right, so that's supposed to be good now. Let me move on to the Dacosta Cup, and then we go on to the main stories that we do have to chop up. All right? Yes, man. All right, so these are the news that we covered yesterday. Maldon, this was a school that they said were one of the 3 schools that they talked about that will be creating history. So I guess the history has to go on hold at this point. All right. Yeah. So Maldon, I forced to wait for last spot, D Cup, second round. All right. So they still have a chance to go there. They're going to explain to you how that chance will come about. All right. Yes. St. James, Jamaica, Maldon High School will have to sweat out the next 48 hours and hope for a minor miracle if they are to qualify for the second round of the Issa Dacosta Cup for the first time in their history. All right, wow, that's not nice. Maldon, I came within 7 minutes of booking their place on Tuesday, but gave up a late goal and were held 1-1 by a resilient St. James High in a rescheduled game played at Irwin High. All right, because Irwin always got me, Maldon needed a win. The game needed a win. The game and take the 32nd and final spot in the second round of the competition, but had to settle for a draw and must now hope Cornwall College will fail to beat St. James on St. James High on Thursday. Let me know what say you guys on that thing. If you think that Cornwall will be winning their game. For me, based on what I saw for Cornwall, I think that they will be picking up all 3 points. So I don't think it's going to be any miracle at this point for any miracle at this point for Malden, in my opinion, still. So let me know what say you guys. All right. But for me, I don't see the miracle coming. All right. Yes. Just got the notification. Yeah, no problem, man. You know the thing, man. We have a lot of things chopping up in us, so it naturally takes a little time. Yes, before we get over to the right path. That maybe you want to chop up on. Yes. So we're already 20 minutes in. Yes, man. We're doing our thing, man. So yeah. So Malden. It looks like it's going to be a tough time for them, because if you have to wait on Cornwall College to lose to the next team, I think that's going to be a tough one, a tough task. So they don't expect much, all right. But Malden, they can wait, and if it goes their way, it's okay. But more likely, I think Cornwall College will be winning the game. All right, yes. Then we have Triple E in the building. Massive respect. Thanks for the continuous support, big bosses. All right, so we have 35 in the house. Let me see how they stay. Remember, guys, we are trying to hit 200 likes just the same early morning style. So I guess we have half of the people here just coming to watch and not want to support the stream. Well, tell you what, if you don't, you can't do just that, I don't think you need to be here. You need to leave and support somewhere else and not support us, all right? Because you're not giving us the like. So that is the first start of the morning. So you need to go back to your bed. Go and support your bed. That's what they need to do. Go back and support the bed, and then wake up, and then come back on the stream with a better attitude. All right? Yes. All right. So we have Gart in the building. All right. Oh, you like that line there, Jason? Some of them need to wake up. Yes. Some of them definitely need to wake up. Yes, wake up. All right. Yes, we are waiting on you. Yes. So Malden looks like it's going to be a tough time for them, because I don't want to have I wouldn't like myself waiting on a result from Cornwall College. All right. Obviously, I know it's not the real CC according to others, but it's still a good enough CC to get the results. All right. Yes. Yes, so let me move on from that and go over here just to chop up the other stories, which is definitely more exciting. Yes, I know a lot of you guys only interested in the exciting stories. Yes, so a lot more excited stories here. All right, yes. So let me pull up this one for now. All right, let me pull up this one for a minute. And then we get the final set of stories that you guys are here for. All right. What Jason says, go like your bed and then come back. Yes, man, wake up. Go like your bed first and wake up, because it looks like it's a proper bad mind thing. The people get up in the wrong bad mind behavior. So they have to go at in bed and wake up, All right, so we have a few games we'll be playing today. So let me just finish off with Manning Cup. Give you the games that we'll be playing today. You can't pay for these services, guys. So you have to support the thing. Yes, man. So, anyways, this is what's up at this point. All right. So Arden will be taking on Meadowbrook. I think that's going to be a tough one. Hard to call. Yes. Calabar versus Georges. Should just be Georges in that game. Yes, or else they are going to be losing the top spot. Then you have Waterford versus Kingston College. That's the games for today in the Manning Cup, and all of those games are 3:30. So make sure to go out there and take in these games, support the kids. All right, yes, man, take in these games, support the kids, and then you can come back and tell me if the kids are good or not. All right. Yes, that's the real way how you do it. All right. You cannot say if they're good or not if you are not watching them. All right. So at this point, Kingston College still have 2 more games to go. They are on 8 games with St. George's, as you can see there, 21 points apiece. Waterford, 12 points. Calabar, 8 points. Arden, 5. And Meadowbrook, 1. So more likely Arden looking to double up and go on 8 and see if they can finish it out on, 11 points, Yes, so, and then the next group now, you have Jamaica College that played, so they should be on 9. So this should be updated. So Jamaica College should be on 27 points. St. Catherine should be on 21 because both of them win. St. Jago should be on 15 because they actually won and they played their 9th games. All right. So that's how it's set up for this at this point. All right. When the rest of the games play, we will come back to this grouping. All right. So let we move on to the other additional stories. All right. Let we stop right here for you guys right here and start the conversation. The top of the morning spicy show you can't find nowhere else on planet Earth. All right. Yes, Devon Smith, massive respect. Thanks for being here. All right. Boss Thomas said, wake up and taste the coffee. Okay. Be careful, Wake up too early and not taste too much. Just go back to your bed and re-wake up again. John Powell, how you doing, man? How you doing? Big up, big up. Bless up on the morning crack bast. Boy, I tell you, then we have Martin Baker in the building. Bless up. Thanks for being here. So we have Magee. We need to investigate what's up with Mr. Magee. Magee hasn't been playing for the longest time, but the fact that they still have him up on the Eupen website, that's a good one. They played yesterday. He never made the listing, so he has been out for a while, not playing much games, and they brought in more individuals. So we want to know what's next for Magee. We are going to try and investigate, but what's next for Magee? We need to ask, all right? Because obviously he's not playing when everyone is there. So it looks like Magee, it's either they're going to make a big swing coming in the future, throwing out almost everybody at their club in midfield for Magee to be there because everyone seems to be getting preferential treatment over Mr. Magee there, all right? He did got some more game time, better than before, so you can use that as a stepping stone. But I do believe that at his age at this point, you should not be talking about stepping stone. It's either it's working for you or not. You have to get game time. What say you guys? Let me know in the comment section because that is exactly where I wanted to challenge the points, Yes. I think he's at the peak period of his career that you're getting closer to your prime. And you definitely need to prove something at some point, And this is the point that you need to prove it. So I think he needs to leave and find somewhere where he can get some game time. It doesn't matter where it is. MLS, USL. Obviously, MLS is a high-level football, so I don't know if he would get in MLS. Maybe USL. Yes, anything. Just get something. JPL, get something. Because JPL is improving. People getting new coaching badges, people getting new things, everything is looking up. So what say you guys? Let me know. It looks like people finger ain't working today. All right. Yes, but let me know. What say you if you're rewatching it later? All right. Because I'm not going to be doing any more videos for today. So this is the only one I'm going to be doing. I hope he doesn't get frustrated and come back to the JPL. But I've just mentioned the JPL in the conversation to say that it better come back to the JPL. It doesn't make no sense that they are not playing. Remember, it's developing. You are trying to develop, so it doesn't matter. You get me? Yes, it doesn't matter. All right. Yes, you have to develop. All right. Devon Smith, I am going through my piece of the show. The show said everybody, not Hutchinson alone. All right. So you have to go back to your bed and re-wake up when Hutchinson part come. All right. Yes, man. Because it looks like the man him angry this morning. All right. All right. Don't want him in the USL or JPL. Well, tell you what, he has to be somewhere. And it best to be somewhere, not just on a training pitch, but on an actual field, learning something. All right. Because I don't think training helps you so much. You get me? At some point, you have to start playing and start playing consistently. All right. Good morning, Miss Hamilton. How are you doing? You need to call in one of these days, You look like one of my schoolmates, I don't know if it's you, but Miss Hamilton, maybe it's just you. All right. Yes. So anyways, Magee still out. We're going to check the brain drain to get the additional information on him. So let me move on to Mr. Hutchinson, because Hutchinson at the same time he's playing. So that's why I want to ask you that necessary question, because tell you what, when I heard previous players that have stapled in the national team, which I don't believe in that take, I do believe that players should not be stapled in any national team. I think you have to work your way there, and coach should pick you up based off merit. I heard those individuals that stapled because it's Jamaican culture and that's how it goes. You have people that can't get thrown out of a team. It doesn't matter how much other players you have. All right. Yes, that's how it is. It doesn't matter what you want to say. That's how I've realized, because that's how I've heard them talk countless times and I've written it down before. So I know that's how it is. I've heard them talk, and clearly it looks like even Magee can be in his position and then get recalled to the national team. So that's why I've actually looked at this kid doing very well at the under 21 levels in the Premier League, basically, which is Omari Hutchinson. He left Arsenal, couldn't get in a game, and do the best for himself to try and get some game, regardless of what game it is. I know he's putting in some good shifts, scoring and assisting in good enough games, because as you can see here, the last 3 games he played from the 1st of October was against Leicester City under 21s, West Ham, and Manchester United. He recorded 1 goal, 1 assist so far in those 3 games. So I guess he keeps putting up the numbers. So based on what you're seeing here, what say you? Would you call him back? Call him in for official debut the next time you're playing like Cameroon coming up? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Or you think it's too young, and are you have different barriers? Because you have different people, you know. Remember, I'm dealing with international people. You have Jamaican people, you have international people, just the same. So everyone thinks different. So give me your take on this matter. All right. For me, I think based on him performing at this point, I want to say that I would bring him in the team, because tell you what, you have players that's playing at a terrible lower level and they're getting called. You have people coming from college, yes. You have people not getting any game at their clubs, which is a good amount of players, yes, and they're still in the team. You understand me? So I think this kid making a decision to go to a next club and doing good at under 21s, I think it's good enough to give him a call up. All right. Yes, I think it's more than good enough based on the competition, because when you look at the under 21s, you think that, oh, it's some soft soap kids. No, it's not. It's not like that. Go and check the rules and the systems set up for the under 21s, and they're playing quality players at all times. I will in the future, no problem. But I am way too young to be your classmate. Laugh out loud. My God, I can't. I must Owen friend, because she's out here saying that I'm too old. Why did Arsenal let Omari leave? I think it's a combination of both. Maybe he wanted to step up fast enough, and they didn't believe that he would have gotten the desired amount of playing time. You understand me? And he leaves or something. So it show the maturity or the personnel that's actually controlling your destiny. Because clearly he has a high standard for himself, because Chelsea, he can't get in a game and he leaves and trying to go different places. That show the standard of a person. And you see the big difference. All right, this man believes in himself, and this man out here going somewhere else to do something. He could have still hold his head down, not being on the official Chelsea bench. So he's still putting in performances. All right. Remember, we rave over Junior Flemings. Junior Flemings is in a lower tier than even this, playing, and not getting in the starting lineup. So, we can talk about those guys, and this is a young kid that have very good potential, made benches for Premier League, and then coming over to a different club in under 21s and doing incredible well. What say you on that? Let me know. All right, just wondering. Okay, yeah, man. Hutchinson left Arsenal U21 to play Chelsea U21. What's the point? No, because maybe he believes that you have to look at 2 things, and I love that thing. I've been studying Mr. Arteta. Arteta is a Brock Buckle baby of Pep Guardiola. All right. They are stuck in their ways, all right. And even the other day, Aubameyang came out and said that Arteta cannot handle big personalities. It doesn't it doesn't matter the age. He just can't deal with big personalities. So maybe Hutchinson, it looks not maybe, it looks like he has a high confidence in himself. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, he's Jamaican, so I never expected much different. All right, yes. So maybe that's something, because remember, it happens with Foden, when Foden personals them stepped up to Pep and said that they think he needs more game time, and they are demanding more game time, or else they're gonna leave. You understand me? And then he had to give him game time, and then he proved himself. You understand me? Yes. So I just believe that maybe he never saw him in his immediate future to say that, okay, no, we're going to give you some game. You know, he couldn't guarantee him some games, so that's why. And maybe the guy's personality is a little bit different, which I am okay with that. All right. Yes. Yes. So not because the guy is young, he can't have big personality. And obviously, if you have a tot of our culture, I think big personality is a normal thing. You get me? Because in Jamaican culture, big personality is a normal thing. So if Aubameyang came out and said the coach cannot handle big personality, obviously. We had big personalities in Arsenal back then, guys. You had Lord Bentner, all right, that thought he was better than Van Persie and everybody there, So, so and Wenger Wenger was much more of a teacher type personnel, so he was much better at dealing with talent. So that's why once he is good enough, age doesn't matter. All right, and based on what he's doing here, I want to say that he's good enough based on what I'm seeing here. He was already doing good with Arsenal U21. Well, Jason, the guy, want to do something else somewhere else. Leave the man alone. All right, yes. You two fight against with the man. JD, do you believe he will be available for the next J? Of course. The 21 this is a highlight for his future. So if he can represent Jamaica in the under 21s, obviously people will start seeing him and said, okay, maybe we can take a chance on this guy. Just like Pearson and those guys can get contracts, and they said yes, it's because of them seeing him getting so much minutes in the under 20s and getting called for the national team. So he must be good. So that they are not giving a direct statement that he's a good player. They are telling you based on what happened, why they can select him. You get me? So they have much more footage on this kid, so they can determine with the call up from Jamaica and what he's doing in his team, if it warrants to take a risk on him and call him up for the championship or something. Cameroon game is a official FIFA date. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Steven Gerrard stuck in him ways too. Very stubborn with his tactics. Oh, Hamilton, it's okay. He can be stubborn with his tactics. It is his job, You get Aubameyang just salty, JD. Can't listen to him. Okay, all right. Him just salty. Wait, JD, laugh out loud. You saying Omari has a big personality. Arsenal are giving young players chances. Don't you think if he rated Omari, he would? No, but remember, they are giving more. They are believing in the process a little bit. No, more. No. Today, this time, this season. But what if it had gone bad early on in the season? You never may know what the plan was. So maybe he never saw himself in the immediate future and wanted to take him talent elsewhere. So that's nothing bad, That I think that is fair enough, That's a fair judgment, Because look at Magee. Magee is there, he's not getting any game. And then every 1 year, they seems to give him some game time. You get me? So what you rather, being on the bench every day, making the bench in the Premier League, and maybe that's it? Or you want to go out there and prove yourself that you're way better than what people first thought you was, Omari closer to the field for first team last season. Should have stayed. No, that we have Europe this season. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he never expected Arsenal to do this good this season. So it's true. He could have made a team, but the man moved and gone to Chelsea. So if he makes the Chelsea team, I can tell you, Chelsea's products, are way more valuable than Arsenal products, I'm very sorry, Chelsea's kids, are way more valuable than Arsenal products, because Chelsea's known for getting every talented kid in world football. From 2003, they went out and buy every kid existed on planet Earth. So every kid that's a star once passed through Chelsea. Even Mbappe tried to scrape up a jersey off Chelsea ground just to say he's in the Chelsea academy. You understand me? So everybody tried to pin on with Chelsea's academy. So I think it's still a good path for him. I think it's still a good path for him. He never just left and went to League One. He left to a next big club. All right. Yes. What are his best position? He's playing right wing at this point. I think between our right wing and attacking midfielder, I will try and pull up his stats here. Yeah, between right wing and midfield, attacking midfield should be his right position. All right. I'm trying to get back all his stats here. 1 second. Which of the two clubs more likely to give debuts to young players? The track record speak for itself. But tell you what, if you want to go places, Arsenal now send players places than Chelsea. I can tell you that. All right. So the record is there for that. So it's two fine margins, Jason. All right. The man decides him to leave. You're too bad-minded of the other clubs them, because them are London clubs. All right, the man have everybody, Jason, decide him career, and you want to come and tell him that you is a better analyst of his career. The man have his own career, brother, and I think the man still make a good decision. Give him a year, Jason. You're two fighting against Chelsea and other London clubs, well, JD, they need to call him up for the Cameroon game. Yes, he should be available, man. Let me try and get this. Yeah, man. Just now, I fight against the fight against the London clubs. Them when they gone. My club Chelsea believes less in that process, JD. I've pinned it on different things. I pin it on he can leave easier from Chelsea than Arsenal, Yes. Why them are going like Chelsea and a big club? No, I the man say Arsenal is a one season wonder. Oh my God. Sorry, Jason. Sorry. You can talk your talk, Jason. Sorry. My fault. Let me plug in the line because the man am gonna get angry, Man, I call the man club one season wonder. After I'm hype up himself. All right, guys. So we have our 16 hours. Massive respect, man. Smash up the like button. You see what I'm talking about? Early morning stream, and we're gone 40 odd minutes. And me no know what going with the bad mind and the like button. But every one of the wrong people them turn up today. So all of the wrong people them go back to your bed and make the right people turn up to hit the like button. All right? Yes, because we should be on over 60 likes. And we are on less likes. So better just take back your bad mind likes and then go back to your bed and come back. All right? So put yourself asleep and then come back. Re-wake on the right side. All right? Yes, because we have to reach 60 likes. So 60 people here, a morning crack this. You cannot stop this stream. So that hit the like button at the time. All right? We're there 41. We should go over 51 time so we can continue with our show and then come back for fight again, because it looks like people wake up on the wrong side of them bed. Have not been supportive. So I'm waiting on the 50. I don't know. Weird. Yo. I'm going to start wake up the right people more to embed. Don't worry yourself. All right, let me get back to the conversation. Tell them, JD, Chelsea are one of the best young. Yes, man, that is true. We ain't lying. We ain't lying. Maybe the Arsenal fan them getting them feeling. And Jason account for 15 of the people them will like the video. Content cracked. Big up yourself. All right, how you doing, Africans? How you doing? So what is about market value? Because Arsenal typically give youngster a chance before Chelsea will. All right. Okay. JD, he has less chance playing in Chelsea than Arsenal. Just watch. Man, career got turn out better than Arsenal. Just watch. JD, I do. Do you believe Omari looked at all the options and looked at the pros and cons before? That's what I'm saying. That's why we're fighting, because it's the pros and cons we're looking at, and because some man Arsenal first, them not saying nothing else, them just say Arsenal first. It's a bad decision the youth make. You don't know what happened in between the lines. You're just in your feelings because it is a Chelsea move from Arsenal. You just feel in your feelings. Yo, where these mans come from? The man say Arsenal is a one season wonder. I have never heard these things. Some of them, you see, some of these mans get up on the wrong side of the bed, and some of these mans never sleep. Because you cannot be this comedic early in the morning. You can't sleep. If it was about market value, then yes, of it was about playing time. Then I think it was the wrong move. All right. So the Arsenal Gensec talking. All right, Jason. He was at Chelsea before. All right. All right. Let me go back. We have to go back in his career. We are going to go back as his career and then give you all of this information, Omar. All right. Won't be a surprise if Omari is heading to Germany or France by January. Perfect place to develop for development. Yes. And that's what I'm saying. I think he's going to move once he's doing this good. Once he keeps it up. One season wonder. Question. You mean Arsenal is a half season? Jesus Christ. So you have more people disrespecting Arsenal? The guys are at the top of the table. Defeated Liverpool. Arsenal never did it. You mean Manchester City never did it. So that we give them credit, all right? Yes, I'm not going to take the Arsenal slander today, all right? I'm not too disrespectful. No, the chat are going to come off the top and start a big war for no reason. We never came here for no war, Yesterday sure was very, very informative, Now we are going to start a war. And no, we're not going to make the Arsenal fans in them feelings. Chelsea talking with chest after the aisle money came in. Look at City fans now. Oh my God. You see, I told you, the chat is just going to mash up. And we have 3 more stories to go through. And soon Newcastle fans will be doing the same thing. Then we have Big Boss Demo flaming at super hype. One game him win, One game. By next week, he might lose. He might lose to a team and have no name. Just call any name anyway. And he might lose to a team and might go back down to earth. Then we have the great Lab checking in. Karim, big up yourself. Chelsea have asked Omari Hutchinson to delay his decision on playing against Cameroon for a bit longer. Chelsea play Man City in the Carabao Cup on the same night as that friendly. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Thanks for that. Irie Vibes, JD, what do you think is Magee's best position? Isn't creative enough to be a 10, isn't physical, and doesn't have defensive awareness to be an 8. So I don't know, maybe he has to play like a slight Coutinho inverted winger / role, or maybe a central forward to link up plays. Maybe he might just turn out to be a central forward, Magee, He might just in a false 9 system of central forward position might be good for him, because he tried to secure the ball good enough, and he has a good eye for the pass. So maybe that's his actual right purpose because he's just not a central, you know. He's more of a cam, to be honest. And sometimes they are using cams in the 4-2-3-1 system, or the 4-5-1 systems. It's kind of a little bit different. And his club are even in the 4-3-3 system, you have cam that you can use one defensive central, one a central, and a cam, but it works like Manchester City system, you know. He has to still do defensive duties, and that will always be problematic for him, you know. So I don't know. It's just the lack of development in Jamaica's football, and that is just the truth, you know, because he said it out of his own mouth, you know. If he had learned enough from that early, it might would have actually helped him today, you know. Yes. What kind of Arsenal? Okay, a big sweet pepper. My God. Potter soon bring in Omari. Good. Yeah, people never factor that in. People never factor that in. People never factor that in. One second. People never factor that in, you know. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so guys, smash the like button, get us to 100, because 100 should be the target. So we need 50 likes in 8 minutes. So get us to 100, and that for the first hour, and then we aim to the next 100. Yeah, and share the video around. All right, sorry about that, my fault. So Potter is very much effective as well. Remember, this guy has developed a lot of players, buy a lot of players for 1 million and sell them for 30 million. So why don't you believe that this man can do a wonder on this kid? We never factor that in. So we want to hear from Mr. Jensek Jason for Arsenal. We want him to look at that side as well. He was at Chelsea at U7. But Chelsea didn't take him. Okay. Gunners for life. The league is ours this season. Gilly Gunner. All right, cool. The first person ever here said that, you know. JD, them two hype. I am not giving them any credit. Oh, God. You see what Jason calls? Arsenal are old people. Oh, Jesus, God. What? Arsenal better. So why isle money, slave money, no matter, we winning. My God. Tell them try and catch up. A lead, we a lead. Oh my God. Boy, the fight. Where is the one, Jason? Him come start all sorts of fight in the chat and then gone. You get me? All right, John Powell. Big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right. Yeah. Magee's best position right now is not in the squad. No, you cannot disrespect the guy like that. Oh no, yeah, I wouldn't pick him for the Jamaican squad, and I'd clearly they don't pick him for the next squad. So that is correct. But he can play somewhere, you know. So I think he just need to evaluate himself. If it's something different, you know, evaluate himself and put himself in the right place. Come back at the JPL, you know. Yes, there's no collect a good food. Come back at the JPL. You have better development in Jamaica now. Obviously, it's not at the standard. It's not at the standard of no other country, to be honest. But you have learned enough in Belgium for maybe you can come and do a half a season and then jump on in a different club and move, you know? Yes, but people need to see you play. You haven't been playing for 3 years. So all people know you're good, you know? You play one time for Jamaica, make one turn, that's it. You cannot do that, you know? I will always pick Omari Hutchinson over him because Omari Hutchinson doing something. And you can clearly see that he has somewhere going because people talking about him. If you click his name, scouts talking about him, something talking about him. Nobody not talk about Magee. You know, I just me alone. I'm brain drain. You know, I keep him naming the light, so he has to make those right decisions. Doing Thomas, massive respect, man. Thanks for the super chat. Very, very much grateful. So that super chat value 500 views. No, what 500 views we talking about? That's around 2 grand views on the video. So you have to be grateful for every dollar you get on YouTube, you know? So all of them put the super chat in massive respect, all right? Chelsea doesn't have a history of developing young players. Maybe it changed. No. Chelsea have developed maybe more young players than Arsenal, just the same. It's just because they have too much. I'm very sorry. So stop fight, Chelsea. You know what? Let me make Chelsea fans and Arsenal fans fight it out, yeah, man. Chelsea does it. All right. Richie, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. So Hutchinson had a crystal ball to know Pata would be there. Can't use that as a factor in his decision. Because Tuchel doesn't normally boss youths unless he has injuries. All right. But the turn was so good. All right. No, the turn was not so good. It's just Jamaican people always overhype the things them, and then it does not turn good in the end. And then it's problematic. Yes. It's about the overhyping. So let me leave Mr. Boss for now and move on to the other stories that we have, because we have so much story. The morning show pack. We don't even receive a call as yet, and we are chop up the whole place. All right, yeah, man. So this one is a little bit different. What we're gonna do now, we have some teams playing that Jamaicans are on. So if you're watching schoolboy football and watching national team and not really know the players, them at least this is the best place on earth for you, because we mix everything together. So you get to know that Jamaica actually have good players, can represent them, and not mediocre players. All right, so we can be actually good. Yes. Now, I know that might sound a little bit harsh, but the reality is we can actually be good. Not saying that we are a big team. We can be a big team if we pick the right players them and get it enough gelling period. All right? Yes. JD Magee, in the first league in Belgium, he can go to Poland or Denmark. You're in France, or are you integrating there? You're integrating well there, Mr. Omzo, or are you staying in your house? Let me know, because you're just telling a man to integrate himself into a different culture, and a person that's coming from Jamaica, it's not easy. I think it's much harder for Magee to integrate in Jamaica, in Belgium, than myself. 1,000,000,000% more harder, because he came here not to make, not to stay here. He could have just done one season and do well and just get a move to somewhere else. You get me? I came here to live here. It's completely different. All right. So the integration is not the same, all right? And it takes way longer as a footballer, because you're okay already. You're not coming here to go to school, do this, do that. You're not coming here to do those things. So you have to always factor those things in. So if the man takes so long in Belgium, then you're going to send him go to Poland. Poland and Belgium are the same languages, you know. You understand me? That's going to be very hard. And Denmark, it's going to be, Denmark might be a little bit easier than Belgium and Poland, because Denmark do speak languages that it's closer to Jamaica. So that is definitely doable, you know, but it's still going to be a different culture just the same. So you have to factor in all of those things, you know. Chelsea develops them by loaning them out. They don't develop with Chelsea. Look at Tammy, Mount, Omari. Yes, we know. So the man are gonna get a loan out. So what that means? All right. Lansley, big up yourself, Pastor. The people are bun you out, you know. Say you're too harsh on Edaf Lane, you know. Yes, you're too harsh on Edaf Lane. Toughy Rudy, big up yourself, man. Massive respect, big boss. How you doing, man? How you doing? All right. Wow, nice. So thanks to the people. Early morning, 55 likes on the board. That we still rock it up. If we not do 55 more likes in the next 1 hour, which is 2 hours, then we're done with the morning show. We're done. You guys have to get up in the morning, get up out of your bed, and make sure you like the content, crack, and go back to your bed. Yes, I have to make sure you feel it. All right. So, anyways, Bournemouth taking on Southampton. Bournemouth they're on a good spell, you know, man. It looks like Mr. Parker was the problem there, you know. You get me? These are the things that I'm talking about. Sometimes it can look disastrous for you, i.e., like Hutchinson can be going to Chelsea and it looks disastrous, and he gets a good manager and everything turns around. Bournemouth had Scotty Parker, and he's out there throwing his ties out of his pram, saying the players them no good, you know, and he throw them away and stuff. And they got back in a manager, a caretaker manager at that point. And since then, look at the results, 9-0. Since the 9-0 jobbing, I thought that they switched over from that point. Yes, that was the exact point. They switched over because he came out in an interview. Yo, them players are not good, yeah, man. I can't bother with them. Ray. This, that. We need more players. And then after that, they battled it down. They went on to face Wolves. They picked up a point there. They faced Nottingham Forest, being that Nottingham Forest have 17,895 new players. Yes, they still got a 3-2 win there. So that's 4 points. All right, the one game postponed for them. That was Brighton. Maybe they would have lost that game because Brighton is a serious team. Then they went up against Newcastle. That's running up the stakes. They got a point against Newcastle. That's 5 points there. Then they went up against Brentford, the high-flying Brentford, our team with Pinnock on it. They got a point there. That's 6 points already. All right. In what? No, that's 6 points in 4 games. Then they went up against Leicester. Leicester not really doing well, but at the end of the day, you have to beat who is in front of you, and they have capable players that Scotty Parker would have cherished in his squad. And they dust off Leicester, picked up 9 points there, and then they went up against a good starter in Bobby Reed's Fulham. Yes, and Big Mitchell as well. And they got a point there yet again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games they have played and haven't tasted defeat as yet. All right. So that's showing you that sometimes you can think that something won't work, but a man take your trash and turn it into something. So Hutchinson might be the next star. You get me? Yes, our Magee can go to the JPL and better himself and return back in Europe in 1 year and reach at a better team. And that's how it goes. So you better yourself and move on, you know? Yes. So based on what I'm saying here, they are playing well. I'm going to type in Jamal Lowe. They do have Southampton coming up. Jamal Lowe haven't received much game time. Now, let me pull up Jamal Lowe here, which is a Jamaican player. For personnels that don't know. All right, so Jamal Lowe, 1 minute so far. Only one match he played. 1 minute he got in this game. So in this team. So based on what you saw, we know the condition at this point. You can't just get points. You have to work hard for these points. Right. What you think Jamal Lowe need to do, based on your opinion, to get into this team? Because obviously he's still there. And other teams in the championship would have relished the opportunity to get him, even a loan or something. So they must saw something in him. But he's not getting on the field. So what say you on that matter? All right, let me know. All right. Yes, that's the first one. And then we'll move on to the next and move on to the next. And that's how we're going to finish the show. I get your point. That's football business. If it doesn't work, you have to change location. I get your point. Yes, man. Because I have to factor in all of those things because we know you have the emotional sides towards football. Big up yourself, Island Car. How are you doing? Who do you think going to win between Manu versus Spurs? That's going to be. I think Spurs might have the edge. Manu creating all sort of storm in terms of running up and down and doing what Tenag saying that they should do, but they forgot how to shoot the ball, you know. So hopefully they can address that problem over the weekend. Yes. Jason Guna said, Dr. Gigi said, what's the news on Omari Hutchinson? We have given Dr. Gigi, we have given that all along. Oh, he's doing well at Chelsea, keep on scoring and assisting against the good teams. and keep on being in the under-20s, and maybe he might get a break. We don't know as yet. We're just saying maybe. So we are asking if we should call him up, because the last time I've heard a man spoke, uh, here this one name, Devo, low counting nails on the bench, in the bench. Oh my God, man, the disrespect, man. Jesus God. Ah, God. Devo trouble, man. All right, so my train of thought. Yes. So he could possibly get a jump up, and at this point he's doing good. We were trying to transition the under 20s into this. So if he's doing good at under 21 levels, and you wanted to transition under 20s, that is the perfect opportunity to bring him in as well, to do a job. And that's all we're saying. So once he does matriculate into something special, at least he knew that they gave him the opportunity before he turned into something else, because you don't want Ivan Tony situation, a Mikel Antonio situation, a Gray situation happen to him. Yes. Jamal Low nah get no game, not even with the new manager. Damn. All right. You see what I funny? I'm asking you, what should he do to get games, And you are out here lamenting and that man not getting a game. Magee not get not even sight. Junior Flemings not get even the space. Him there on the bench. So that is a bigger improvement in a higher competitive league. So he's still doing better. So Junior Flemings not even like training with the right squad there. So So we don't have to talk about them depressing side. That's how we start talking about Hutchinson, to make sure it's not as depressing as such, Yeah. But you see one Demo, him have to come with the foolishness. Him say him like the foolishness, but you know say I'm a foolish man. Yes. Low need to leave. They clearly no rate the man. None at all. No. I think maybe he will get a little game and then do good. Eric Sewell, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, man. Hope all is well with you and your family. And thanks everyone that turned up in their bed, out of their bed, Yes, man, to get a piece of the content cracked, The only thing I'm not pleased with 75 people here. I don't have 75 likes. I should be having 155 likes by now, Yes, but I guess we have to work up the thing, We have to reset the thing again. All right. Low play more for Jamaica than him club. All right. So heal, Mr. Eddie. You saw no quick for bash the man them will come from overseas. And anytime una get to in a local ball of them, una have to pamper them around and cannot talk the truth. All right. You see you, my Wi-Fi acting up. Okay. All right. That's cool. Christy Salanki. Okay, all right, fair enough. If you look at it like that, all right. So he's Hutchinson receive. I've heard that he received his passport. I don't know how true it is. Yes, then we have the big bad Giovanni in the building. I don't know what one. Look like an early man in the man. I wake up, and sleep at night. Big up yourself, said bless up JD. Just came to say Hutchinson will be our best player by 2026. Well, Giovanni, you just unlock a new war because Jason got inner feelings now. Junior Flemings, not even in France. And guys, sometimes don't get in your feelings, Sometimes these are places where people come and have reasonable conversation, and they don't mean much, so don't be upset to a man that said these things, all right? Because a man run a joke about the guys them in England, so I think it's justifiable for people to run a joke about the other guys them, all right? So don't get in your feelings, because it's also true as well. Why you think he will get game? There are players not playing much who brought them up last year, like Anthony and Moore, who aren't playing much either. Might be too many, Ed. Many ahead of him. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Sabrina. Oh, yeah. Sabrina. Oh. One heap of people wake up in the morning, man. Damn. So hold on there. So then, how is it we keep later show and you guys asleep, but yet still don't wake up early and bad? You know what? Early morning show alone, I'm doing nothing else. All right. Big up, Sabrina. Thanks, Sabrina. Melas Reed in the building. How you doing, man? All right. I would love for Hutchinson to be our best player by 2026, but I still don't think leaving Arsenal for Chelsea was smart when we are known to be the club to actually give the kids a chance. Liverpool brought up a lot of kids. Trent Alexander-Arnold came in. People said he's one of the best players. We saw a load of young kids come through in their system just the same. Chelsea, not so much. Manchester City, you have Foden, yes, yeah, but it's okay. But how much of those kids actually become superstars? Not so much, you know, not so much to be honest, Yes, okay, but not superstars so much, Flemo, just get a free money. Yo, all right. So let me move on to all right. So West Ham, big bad West Ham playing today. All right, playing today. You have Mikel Antonio. He was actually on he had some difficulties, maybe some flu something like that, and he came back for the last one. He never played none at all. They will be playing Liverpool. So being that he dominated Liverpool, dominated Liverpool, Van Dijk and Matip last season. Me want a man fight me this time because I betted money on that game last year and I won money. So I want a Liverpool man in the chat. Get angry. Seems as if Mikel Antonio dominated Liverpool from the first minute of the game last season. Should they be giving him the start this season? So I want to hear a man talk as a man act like Liverpool. I am have the Liverpool dictionary, the Liverpoolian dictionary. So me watch the game. Everybody watch the game on our main channel last time around. All right. I want to hear a man answer. All right. So would you consider giving Mikel Antonio at the start? Because obviously, you know that man. You might be under pressure a little bit more because Liverpool won a game against Manchester City and it looks like they won the entire league. They will come out very, very hype. So Mikel Antonio is the great equalizer with his strength. Yes, that no one in world football is strong as that man. Okay, he still won't start. All right, let me go to the comment section. I'm waiting on a specific comment. I don't see it as yet. JD, what do you think the new coach doing now? He's not in the job as yet. They don't say he's starting January, so he's about his business, enjoying his life. Liverpool don't bring up a load of kids. Chelsea way more successful with that. All right. Which superstar Chelsea made in the last 10 years? Like actually developed themselves. All right. So which superstar Arsenal made? I'm asking you. You don't need to tell me. All right. And then we're waiting for one. Demo, Demo, we're waiting. We're throw out for Demo, but you can't comment. Because I want him to argue with me. Said the man never dominate Liverpool at West Ham last season. I want him to come and tell me it's a lie, me I tell you. Because you know much of we there watch. Him not commenting watch. Eric, JD, what you think about my side taking on West Ham later? West Ham is a troubled team, man. And Liverpool is... I don't know what Liverpool is, Liverpool, right now, Liverpool on 13 points, West Ham on 11. So both of them started off right now. And Liverpool is playing at the location that does give you free stuffs, like free calls. Liverpool gets free calls naturally. We told you about that. So and they need more revenue The league need more revenue online, so they will drum up 4 calls to Liverpool. So I don't see West Ham winning anything unless they got 2 red cards or something, you know. You can't really win at the Anfield, to be honest, because they are going to find a way to cheat you out, you know. Yes, they're going to find a way to cheat you out. But Liverpool is a good team nonetheless. But I think big bad West Ham should be going there confident that they can create a lot of problems, because I do think Scamacca and Mikel Antonio, any one of them starts, will cause Liverpool backline all sorts of problem. Van Dijk has looked shaky. If what's his name again? Big Bad Haaland had his shooting boot on, he would have gotten 2-3 goals just the same. He got the chances. So people only act like he never did well because he missed the chances, but he got the chances. So maybe Scamacca and Mikel Antonio can do even better this time around. All right. The one Jason avoid, the one Dima avoid more conversation and talk to different people. Don't be surprised if Hutchinson makes his Champions League debut before Saka. If Tuchel didn't mess up and make them have to go all out for every game, he probably would have played in it already. Maybe, yeah. Pep asked Arsenal to cancel the match today. They're still searching for Alan? Brother, let's go here, man. Look, I wonder if you know they didn't watch a game. You realize that Alan could have scored an hat-trick when you said he was in Van Dijk's pocket. He could have actually scored an hat-trick, and should have scored an hat-trick, you know. But look like you guys never watched the game. So what kind of pocket you talking about? The man passed Van Dijk for the second game 4 times in a game, in 8 times in 2 games, you know. Should have scored 8 goals, you know, and you're out here saying a man pocket a man because he missed his own chances. That not have nothing to do with Van Dijk. That is him being wasteful. Why? Go just type in the stats and see how much big chances the man missed. So I don't understand where this pocketing thing come from. He won't start. The chopper take him game. No, I don't think the chopper took his game, you know. Antonio can start this game because he knows the opponent. I would actually start him today. And I think they're going to start him. That's why I said it. I think they're going to start him. Yeah, I think they're going to start him, you know, but I just ask people. Yes, so later when they do start him, I will come back and bad up the people. West Ham not that effective this season. All right, okay, we're whipping one demon comment, you know. Hear him. Didn't West Ham beat Liverpool last time because of Alisson's mistake? Demo, Alisson no play upon the corner flag. Who get bullied upon the corner flag, Demo? Stop, Demo. You know, say Demo is a protection shield for Liverpool. Him can't talk the truth, you know. Demo, me win $150 pan a video there. Me win $150 pan a video there, Demo. So you can't make up a story about that in a Demo. The man and Mikel Antonio dominate your backline. Your entire backline. All right? Even the second goal, remember, Alisson tried come around him, and because him big and strong like a brick wall, him couldn't come around him. Him have to flap like dog in the corner. You remember that, Demo? Yo, if it's up to Demo, you know, film team never lost a match, you know. JD, would you start Scamacca and Antonio up front? No, I don't think. Antonio could play off him. Maybe that's something to consider. Because my boy don't start as good as last season. So maybe you could consider to make Antonio roam behind and have Scamacca. That would be a deadly. I don't think Liverpool could have stopped that one. It's just because maybe they would have gotten outscored. But that strength and power up front, oh my God, man, that would have been goddamn hard to survive. Hudson and I ain't no superstar, laugh out loud. VVD has looked better in the last 3 games. 2 PL and 1 CL. Didn't West Ham. Okay, yeah, I'm waiting on the second one, you know. Liverpool 8er, Imaxit 8er. Oh my God, no, a war. No, Alan never played, big man. Alan never played that game. No, yeah, of course Alan played. Of course Alan played. So who missed the big chances then? Demo? Mason Mount developed on loan with Lampard at Derby. Come back to okay, what? Attitude in the chat. Could have, should have, blah blah. Okay. Reece James, I will give Chelsea. Shabala ain't a star. Sitting who Arsenal develop? Because you out here talk about who them develop. My God, man. Okay, Arsenal playing PSV today in Europa. Okay, thanks. Just want Liverpool to win. If West Ham even get a back. Yeah, man. Mikel Antonio can score on any team in the Premier League. Any team in the Premier League. JD, I remember I told you a couple of weeks ago that any side can be beaten on any day. We all see. Alan ain't no human. The man just missed the chances, but Demo them gonna act like the man never missed the big chances that everybody. It's in the stats. It's on the TV. It's on everywhere. And Demo them act like the man don't play. Demo out here talk. Oh, you never play. I even get the most chance in the entire game, you know. The man actually have the most chance in the entire game, you know. And they said he never played. The disrespect, man. Don't worry yourself. Dan Kira, big of yourself, man. And JD is a big Liverpool eater. My God. Dan Kira, you guys never knew that I usually covered English Premier League mainly, you know, with European leagues, you know. And believe me, man, the Liverpool fans them were unbearable back then. So I had to be defensive because I came out and said Trent weren't good. It was just when Carragher and Neville catched up and said and Neville said Trent can't defend, bruh. You know, and that's how I got back my football license. So it was always a fight between Liverpool. And boss, Alisson scored a own goal and was horrible that game. So the other players weren't horrible. You know what? Me not worry Demo no more. Demo ain't giving up. Bowen just now finding back form. So I wouldn't change the system to suit Antonio and Scamacca together. But maybe because you're not going to have so much of the ball and you want to lump it up to them. And obviously both of them better than Liverpool defenders. Yes, so you would have definitely used them, you know. Imaxit clutching at straw just to justify the fact that Gomez and VVD put a lock on Haaland. Okay, but you guys are lying because you're not telling the people that the guy had the most chances in the game. All right. You know what? I'm not even going to go back to no stats because this is not going to turn into a Liverpool Manchester City fight. We are talking about Reggae Boyz and Demo and him clan have to turn it into this Liverpool fight. You know? Yes. You know, win the one game. Believe me, just watch. Watch until the next team turn over. West Ham, please. Dopey them up tonight. And then we'll start a new stream. Hours in the night, bleach, and get up early morning. So I'm gonna be happy. Who know me can't stand Liverpool. Saka and ESR London. Okay. All right. He missed the chances like a human would, JD. Okay. You know what? Let me just done the Liverpool talking because you realize when a bad mind City. When actually bad mind City, that's not the problem. Salah might have had more chances. When you checked it out, still, you know, all right. How much clear chances Salah miss, big man? We can let me go there. Let me go there because you have some people. Yo, I can't but on Jesse, you know. Sure. Liverpool up to 8 with that win. They are massive. You know what? Yeah. Oh, man, up in a Premier League fight. Sure. All right. All right. So Demo. Mikel Antonio never dominated your team. Just answer that, Demo. Just please answer that. Did he or did he not dominated your team based on his physical presence there with Van Dijk and Matip? and the rest of your fullbacks them. Let me know. That's all I'm asking you, sir. Yeah, guys, let us continue talk about our players then, because these Premier League fights have to always get too steamy, so I cannot bother. All right, yes, man. Big up yourself, Jeremy Miller. How you doing, man? JD, Arsenal developed Jack Wilshere. He was a potential World Cup midfielder if it wasn't for injuries. Yes, but he's still a potential today, Jack Wilshere. You know much plays FIFA. I'm out here rubbing out joystick with Jack Wilshere, thinking that he's going to be the next Fabregas. From 06, I'm rubbing out FIFA. I'm talking about Jack Wilshere them being superstar and Arsenal being superstar and this and... Yo, Arsenal are one of the biggest letdown team, yeah, man. So let me just leave that alone, yeah, man. All right. No problem. All right, no problem, Bimo. Now you see why me say you're a big Liverpool hater. If West Ham beat me pay you 50k. No joke. All right, Dan Kira. The last time, I saw Cranky come and attack, Yo! West Ham cannot beat Liverpool. Me tell him exactly how West Ham would beat Liverpool. And they did. This time I never said they're going to, If you had heard my conversation in a Dan Kira, I had never said they're going to beat them, Because me said Liverpool, Anfield is a big thief in place. 4 or 5 calls will go to Liverpool. You get me? Because they need to sell more, need to make it believe. Because what the stigma is now, City is taking a mick of the Premier League. So they want to make the Premier League look as impressive and competitive. So anything they're going to do for Liverpool and Manchester United is not good. So it's hard for them to look good. But Liverpool is the only shining light, the darling that might can save them unless Arsenal can keep the consistency up and give them some faith so they can believe in them. That's what they're doing. So they give you some free calls. That's what I'm saying. Liverpool make them get the most last... Yo, Dan Kira, Liverpool make me stop the English football. And then me stop uploading and do the post-match analysis. Even in the year when they came 1 point, Leicester in the last second, the man don't touch Mane dive over the man foot, and them get a penalty at Liverpool. Actually, they even know how much stress Liverpool team give me, man. Liverpool is not as good as what them attack. I'm out here telling you about Liverpool, generational, all time. And you have Manchester City in the same league. And they're talking down Manchester City, and Manchester City win everything. And Liverpool now win nothing. Liverpool don't win nothing. Liverpool don't win nothing that year. Nothing. And City win everything the year. And them out here tell people, say Liverpool generational. So that's why I just leave Premier League alone. Because I can't bother with the lies. What kind of generational? Generational what? City won. You get me? Yo, let me get my feelings. Let me just leave Liverpool alone. Them good? Take it. Uno win. Let me leave them alone. Uno win. And Fox JD, they said Liverpool had been... me tired at Sky Sports. They need to get a different channel and take it away from Sky Sports, because they're like a fraudulent Liverpoolian. I'm an Evertonian too as well. I'm a player for Liverpool. You understand me? All when City win the Champions League, they are going to still find a way out to give you don't understand the metrics of English, English football, because they have this bigger following, Manchester United and Liverpool. They have to always give them calls. Manchester United and Liverpool. Remember, I'm watching Premier League from maybe sensible, from me borrow the cable. I'm borrowing the cable. From the light post in Jamaica, from around 1998, I had my own cable and stuff and watching English Premier League. You have every single time you have someone to challenge Liverpool and Manchester United in anything in English football, it always go favorable. Why do you think they talk about Fergie time? You thought it was because Fergie was all that super? It's because anytime Manchester United down, with 4 or 5. They put on 3 extra minutes, extra time. You wonder where it came from. And believe me, you're not coming out there with a win. You're not coming off that field with a win. That's how Fergie time came about. You understand me? That's how Fergie time came about. So people need to know about revenues and how them sell it to the public. They need it to remain as not a farmers league. Italy is not a farmers league. Italy is much more competitive. Germany is a farmers league. Spain has been a farmers league for 17,000 years. Then PSG, France, a farmers league, just the same. You understand me? So and the Netherlands is a farmers league just the same because Ajax won it every single year just the same. You get me? Yes, so they don't want these things to happen. They don't want these things to continuously happen, and they want to sell this because they want the TV rights to remain in the billions. You understand me? And I understand, but they need to split. They need to figure ways how to can call games good. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to ramble anymore, and people got some salty because the men like Liverpool. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not going into my feelings. I'm in my feelings. I'm just explaining things. Antonio played really well. Yo, Demo. Antonio dominated Diaz every time in Play City. Every time. Score a lot bicycle over him head. And I can say that. But the man not going to give it up, man. And Boston, it's just the truth, man. But Dima, once a Dima team, he's not going to come up and say it. I'll give Liverpool one more season before they turn into United, bringing up the past every 5 seconds. Yes, man, it's coming, man. No, JD, say a trend. All right, yes, it was a trend. Yeah, me just leave English football alone. I can't believe me come on Concacaf and know me back in the English football. We can't leave it alone. Fox JD, they said Liverpool had a dominant PL era the last 5 seasons. They only won it once. I heard, man, still last season after City won it. Yo, Liverpool lost everything, but them won. Look, I'm gonna give you some homework. I'm gonna show you why I'm done with the EPL. In those same 5 seasons, every year them spin a different narrative. Oh, City don't win the Champions League. City won everything in England, Oh, City won the Premier League alone. So Liverpool won the Champions League and something that is equal more points. Liverpool win the Champions League alone. Liverpool go to the finals alone. Yeah, that equal more points. Liverpool don't win nothing more than the 2 dog trophies them last season. When them call dog trophies in the last season, And now them still a try equate Liverpool runs to every game. Oh, Liverpool played the maximum amount of games and that is something. So it's better than Manchester City winning the Premier League. So guys, I am telling you, the media will never give Manchester City their credit. Never, ever. The man them want to give Liverpool a better season than Manchester City. Because them play every game. And the previous year, City won 3 trophies. And if you count the Community Shield, because Liverpool count the Community Shields when it's in their favor. But say it's a friendly when it's not in their favor. Guys, that's why YouTube stressed me out. All right? Yes. Because I take them things personal. When I listen to some of them on Sky Sports, I say, oh, not top, oh, no wicked, so man. Yo, it stressed me out, man. JD, Man City can't win everything. They have not won the UCL. Thank you very much, Jason. Arsenal win nothing. Thierry Henry never go there, and we get Arsenal got a red card and lost it. Barcelona never win it. Sure. JD, it is true. Even Pep said the same about Anfield. And remember in the fouling, I've said it the day before it happened, And after that, Pep them come out and I say the same thing, So it's obvious. It's obvious, Imaxit, Ray Charles saw Alan pulling on Fabinho. All right, whatever. Man City has never won everything since Pep reached. CL don't count again. I'm talking about England. Jason, stop twisting the narrative. Stop twisting the narrative. People know what I'm talking about, big man. All right? Yes, don't bother with it. Arsenal has never won everything. in England. All right, yes. No, JD, because City now win the Champions League yet. City never get no no no. Y'all robbed the league last season. You should leave PL alone because of City. Pep said it in his post. Yes, I'm telling you. You preaching facts today. City bought everything. Okay, thank you very much. Jamie Carragher is to be tired of him, man. JD, can wake up. What? The man said, JD, look like wake up yet. You're not making a lot of sense. Me have a call in. Let me see if me that call in, cause the man said me now making a lot of sense. Yo, me can't believe. Me can't believe the man said me now making. Yo, Demo wicked, man. Yo, me don't know. Oh. The FA Cup is a dog trophy. Yes, because oh no, go back. You know what, people? We not send Demo for nothing because Demo bias. Demo bias. Demo need to change his name not to Demo G, but Demo Liverpool. All right, Demo bias. Go back when City won it 2 years ago. You hear them out here talking about, yo, I'd be able to trophy them. Them enough account. I just the Premier League, and if them win the Champions League or go far in the Champions League. When them go far in the Champions League to the finals and still win the Premier League, you hear a different excuse. You understand me? So me don't know when City are gonna get a me don't know. Me give up. No. All right, you know what? Let us move on. Let me move on to everything else. Because the war start too early. See, me might not even reach 100. See, them even reach 100 likes now. Because people are going to call me Liverpool hater. And all like Liverpool Jamaicans, they no one like my video. Guys, give me 20 more likes to reach 100, man. Come on, stop the big bad show like that, Sometimes people have to take out them PTSD where Liverpool give them and reasoning, I'm making sense, Dio. I'm making a lot of sense. I just you fight the team. So fans decided if a trophy is a dog trophy or not. Yes, because Demo. That's what they're saying, and not fans but pundits, because that's what they're talking down the other trophies. And it make it look like Champions League. Once you win the Champions League, that's it. And it's solely because. Let me explain to you, Demo. When City started their tradition, their new style of play, and bringing in the diminutive players, Neville's first take was Silva can't come to Premier League and do nothing. This is a strong, tough league. These small players can't do much, Because remember, you had Bergkamp, Pires, and those guys, but Bergkamp and Pires, they were bigger players with that skill. You understand me? But no, they are trying to go the smaller route with the diminutive human beings them. So so he had already started to show his salt and City, And when City dominated the league with the diminutive human beings them, they had to start moving the goalposts at every other point, City spend way more money on players than Liverpool. Did you know that the net spend, City spend way less money than Liverpool? Let me type in the net spend. You know that City actually have a returns on net spend this season and also last season. Did you know that? So you see, Dan Kira, you're out here fighting City, and City actually make more money on transfers than actually what they spent. So Liverpool still spent more than City. You realize that? You actually realize that. So Dan Kira, you cannot just come and say City is just a money spending club, because let me pull up this. Let me pull up the transfer market. So let me pull up the transfer market to show you, because we have to get into some deep conversation, All right, so let me put up the transfer market Manchester City spent and show you, because some of these things, you can clearly see it's the hatred, So let me pull up Manchester City spent. All right, so and we're gonna pull up Liverpool. All right, Manchester City the trophies them running up so far. Because we have to just start the truth, guys. That's how I'm just out here just trying to put out the information for you. All right. Let me try and get this much. All right, let me get it bigger. All right. So this. All right. Let me go down to transfers. All right. So transfers. Erling Allen came in. 60 million. Calvin Phillips 49 million. Akanji 17 million. Sergio Gomez 13 million. Ortega free transfer. All right, so I'm gonna go on all of them. All right. Jason, stop manipulating a conversation, Jason. Stop the foolishness, Jason. Because the man we are trying to identify something, Jason, and you want to move the goalposts because you know so what we are saying is right. All right, it's either right or wrong, guys. All right. So City, this is what City spent on players. It is a fact. All right. Yes. So City would be spending. Let me see if we get the total here. So we don't have to do a calculation. All right, 49, 60. The one Jason see. 60, 49. All right, 17. All right, bam, bam, bam. 6 here. Okay, it's 3, 13. All right. 10 over here. 9. All right. 1. All right. So see, 139 million there. Yes, so 139 million. Yes, 139 million. To be exact, 139 million spent. Let me go back to how much was earned. All right, because we cannot keep spilling, flicking. All right, so look. All right, so 56.20 for Sterling, 52.20, and Zinchenko 35 million. So from Arsenal alone, they have collected 87 million from Arsenal alone. All right, yes. Data can be manipulated to show any picture of you. You take the right picture over time. God. So, oh my God. Demo. Come on, man. Demo. You cannot agree. You cannot be out here agreeing with Jason Demo. You get me? You cannot out here agreeing. The fact remain, City spending less money and actually getting returns. You understand me? They are getting returns. That has to be counted for something. JD, you know that Chapperton, Clarendon in the Premier League this season. I heard it. It's the CC coach will be coaching them. All right, we will check up on it. All right. Don't let this distract you from the fact Nunes is a flop, overspending at its best. All right. So we're gonna pull up Liverpool spent. All right. Yes, Liverpool spent. So, guys, Liverpool, City, this season, not care what Jason said to you, they are in return. They are having returns, all right? So, they are doing very good, all right? And so, you don't have any fair play rule need to come in, all right? Yes. So, let me go on Liverpool, and we're going to go on Arsenal as well. Liverpool. We're not spinning anything. We're just talking about what the dealings of Liverpool are. Oh, damn. We're just talking on the dealings of Liverpool. All right, I can't be. All right, so Liverpool. All right, let me go on what Liverpool spent. All right, so Liverpool arrival. 75 million euros on Nunes. So 75 million euros spent on Nunes. They borrowed Arto Melo for 4.5 million, and he's brocked up at this point. Carvalho 5.6 million, and Calvin Ramsey 5 million. All right. Let me try and get the rest of the arrivals. All right. Let me try and get the rest of the arrivals as well to make sure we don't miss nothing. Every dollar they do spend, and we want to get it. Ry Williams, no, that. Blackpool to the championship. All right, so that's pretty much it. They didn't really buy much other individual. All right. So let me. All right, so look at that then. That's okay. Demo but Demo can call it. Let me. Demo. I'm dropping the link, Demo. I'm dropping the link there so people can come on and say their piece. Guys, smash the like button. Get us to 100 likes on it, alright? We're not going to pass too much over 2 hours, you know. So we're gonna make Dima come on. Him broke up when they bought him. Alright, so guys, sometimes what it's saying that Klopp is salty because he's spending money and he's not getting the returns as City. City spent 60 million and get a revolutionary return. You understand me? So it's different. It's different, you know? I've dropped the link, Demo. Oh, Mr. Jason, go. What kind of planting? Big bad Jason go to there. All right. How you doing, Sir Jason?
Yo, I'm good, bro. I can't really turn on the cam, but it's still a far for that.
All right, enough bad me up. You never bad me up. So what go on?
Well, me there listen you. I try sound every kind of angle, but not tell the truth that City literally buy them team, right? We all know this, and they have, because the cycle is now towards the end of them buying everybody. Yes, they're going to get money for the players they bought. They're just starting to do this now because the cycle is changing over. This is a new thing for City. You know, they weren't making investments to make money ever until like the last 2 years. You know, you know how much man them buy money and have to just get rid of them for less money. That's happened all the time.
So what would you say about Chelsea then in that same context?
Chelsea
because you're
does the same foolishness. Chelsea does the same foolishness.
Okay, I thought you wouldn't be consistent on that side.
No.
I thought it was a fight against City. All right, I understand.
No.
Well said.
Good day, Mr. Demo. Oh, you're still wearing mask. 2023.
Boss, I'm at work and I just recovered from COVID about a month ago. So
sorry about that.
don't tell me about my mask.
So Demo, I can't say COVID now keep no more. It really
No,
still keep.
brother, me tell you, the thing mashed me up wicked.
Sorry,
Yeah, so
bro,
me just take a break from work to come and answer, right? So I have like
Show another war then, Demo. Can I look a guy
no,
with you?
I know war. I just have to state some facts, boss. Like when you come and you say things like people are make it seem like Liverpool were all this dominant. They were dominant. Not because them no win every single trophy mean they weren't dominant. You don't have to win trophies all the time for be dominant. No,
But
we are it's all in context.
You missed the statement. The dominant team. That's how they were making it sound on Sky Sport. Like the dominant team, even when City winning. So the meaning they are the top. So and that's what people got in the chat as well. So I don't know if you got the same feeling from how they spoke.
No.
Feeling.
The way how you were saying it was like Liverpool were not a dominant team. So that is what me want to address.
No, man, no. I was talking about upset because City are win, and then I talk about Liverpool behind City, and I act like them are the dominant team. That's what I said in the conversation. Never talk never good, and them never do nothing.
No,
of course,
your tune sound like it changed now. So fine, I'll leave that.
Man, I'm angry man, and of course, why you English football come can't bother with this overhyping of a team, and the next team I'm not giving him credit. That's
all right, fine. So I'll leave that alone. The second thing, why are you making it seem like Liverpool were the only one getting called, like favorable calls? When Rodri handed the ball the other day, and no penalty was given for that. I don't hear no big uproar. Sky Sports never make it seem like no big deal. for Wolves, them give a handball.
Oh, look at them take a Demo. Okay, come back. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I understand.
No, you're back. You're back. You glitched for a little while. Based on what I saw, Demo, I don't know. Oh, you cannot. Oh, look at Demo gone. You still here, Jason?
Yeah, man. Me there listen same way, man.
So look at a Demo problem. I answer Demo question. Demo, more calls and more blatant calls go to Liverpool at Liverpool. And remember, Demo, and me alone I said that, you know. Even the ref them and not the ref them, the coach them I said that as well. You know, numerous coaches, you know. So why Demo make it seem like we make up that story there? It just feel like you're not going to get a call, Demo, a call towards you winning a game at Anfield. That's all we're saying, Demo. And
No.
because of the pattern of play, the reason why people complain about it is because of the pattern of play. We saw your little mini human being, Thiago Alcantara, a kick all Alan in balls and no call. You understand me? So the man must say keep the consistency. Two big men go at it and one lose out. Because remember, you know, Alan get the same, you know, Alan push off a man with two hands and got a goal after that and they never recall it. That a way of a soft foul, you know. Me consider that Alan scores a foul, you know. So how is it that is a legitimate goal and then this one way less and become a goal and become a foul? That's what we are trying to say. Keep the consistency, and that's what the coach them say as well, Demo. So you think I justified?
Before you retard, Demo, let me just say something, because I hear this argument about the consistency of the ref in the game. But the thing is, you know, when a goal is scored, right? Like, put it this way: if any of the other plays that were a foul that the ref let play on, if Liverpool had gone on to score, it would have been automatically checked by VAR. So I think the fact that a goal was scored, the play was scrutinized more than the ref scrutinized every other play. So I don't think you can use the argument of where's the consistency. The reason why it wasn't consistent is because it went to VAR. If some of the other plays went to VAR, we don't know if it would have been called back as well. So that's the first point. And the second point is, it's not just Anfield, right? It's every home game in the Premier League. That's a part of what makes the Premier League so difficult. Because if you go to Bournemouth and you get some idiot call against you, more than likely they're going to get the call because we're playing the game in Bournemouth. So it's not just Anfield alone. This happened at the Etihad, this happened at Anfield, this happened at the Emirates. It happened everywhere for the home team, JD. Everywhere.
I watch a lot of game in a Jason, and I believe so. I just think that Anfield and Jason and me alone, I say, you know, even coach were in the Premier League, I said, so them just feel like said them get calls. Me don't know.
JD, every coach who feels aggrieved by a call is going to say it's the fans. It's this.
Okay, Jason. Okay, no problem. I have my.
Guardiola is up there, and he's saying it.
But Jason, I am watching Anfield for more than how much decades, just like you, and the same thing ever happened. You have two teams in the Premier League. It looks like calls always going their way. Jason, even when neutral talk about it, Jason, them still say it. But why is it so hard for no say get a favorable treatment in the Premier League?
Manchester United and Liverpool over the years definitely got favorable treatment. I agree, but everybody like this.
Every team gets it, bro.
I think every team gets it to an extent.
Like Manchester United and Liverpool equal to every team with them favoritism.
Personally, I believe every team gets calls. I think them thing even themselves out at the end of the season. Some team will get calls going against them one game and then they get favorable calls the next game. Like it just happens. And so that's why I'm gonna make a big deal about the Rodri handball and the one for Moutinho with them give a penalty, or Neves, whoever it was, that you guys ended up winning the game for. Like, I make a big deal because I'm sure Manchester City had calls that went against them in other games. For me, everything just evened themselves out throughout the whole 38 games of a season. But my last thing, because Jesus sound like him have a lot of sense and him a beat you, so I'm gonna make him continue to do that. My last thing is the respect the respect, JD, where you're supposed to give to Liverpool, I don't think you give it enough. And the beating we're supposed to give to Pep Guardiola, you're not doing it. Like you're not beat him enough. For a man who dominates the Premier League so often,
Mhm.
what he does in the Champions League is absolutely blasphemous, brother. It's not supposed to happen. You cannot tell me you go to Champions League and you get knocked out by Spurs, who you're dominating at the same league where you play now. You get knocked out by Liverpool, who you're dominating at the same league. Lyon and Monaco and all of these teams. No, it's ridiculous.
You cannot tap them to it as well.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You can't come and then when Liverpool go on, then win the Premier League and win the Champions League with the squad that they have on the club, and then finish behind you guys by 1 point and 1 point and all of these things, and then win it over, you know? Like, yo, you have to give Liverpool them respect.
Yeah, but
You
I
have
do
to.
give them respect, but I just thought that you misconstrued what I was actually saying at that point, because I never not wanted to give Liverpool respect. I was just saying that the feeling that I got in England is to say that true City is a money thing. They came in the league by. It's like it don't make no sense because they have everybody there, so them should be winning 3 trophies. And if Liverpool miraculously win one, God come.
Yeah,
You know,
but no, but people have a right for believe that because of the vast resources that Manchester City have compared to what Liverpool have. What Liverpool is doing with Klopp and with Henderson and Wijnaldum and them man there for win a Champions League and win the Premier League over you guys is actually kind of like a miracle.
all right, look, is it a miracle, or this is what they force your owners force Liverpool to live by, because
Yeah,
your owner's value is like a half of
yeah,
what the sheikhs have, you know.
yeah, but
Your
JD, you're telling me
richest.
the reason why. I know it's because of the owners. You're telling me the reason why, but I'm telling you it is what happens. We win regardless of the owners. A Klopp and him genius make we do this, you know. The greatest coach in the world, you know. Klopp and
Jesus,
his genius
yes,
make
you
we
know.
even do this.
So okay, so Klopp is the greatest coach in the
So
world. All right.
it's winning in spite of our owners.
So
Unlike
what?
you guys.
Before no, since you got this up again, I win on a sense, and me now make a sense. Anyways, what Pep can do for be a better coach than Klopp? Him
No,
have the
no,
good.
that was tongue in cheek. I actually rate Pep over Klopp, but I was just giving trouble.
Just like ask you what Pep have to do now
No man,
to get the hype over Klopp. Then him have the coach Arsenal. Just take up a
no,
bag of you.
no man. That was a joke. I rate Pep over Klopp. It's just I think that what Klopp is doing is actually a miracle to be winning in spite of our owners, because the owners really know. And the guy who said Nunes is a flop, I completely agree. He's not a good footballer, and the man I never wanted him in the first place.
Disagree with you. I think the youth are gonna turn out good at Liverpool. You know?
I don't believe so.
Card, you know? I
I,
think it's just because a red card really stall his progress, and
nah,
obviously
he's not a good footballer, boss. He's not. He's a Uruguayan Andy Carroll. But I'll leave it there because I have to go back to work.
stop this is
Big up yourself.
European Andy Carroll. Stop disrespect the youth, man. Boy, European Andy Carroll. See, I don't know. But anyways, finish up your point, Mr. Jason, because I not agree with you today, because me have a long-standing feud going on.
No,
And
we're not going in that one day yet.
No, they're going to go a 2-channel me a fight on every channel.
No, honestly, me just join the show because more while when me a comment is like it I get misconstrued some of the time them. So I rather just step on the show. You can go through the rest of the game, then we can do a prediction, and then yeah.
Okay.
You have some more game to go through.
Mash up my show. I reach 2 hours. I'm not finish. I am not. Yo, I don't know. You just always mash up my show. I can't have a planned show and stick by it.
No, you know, it's the Hutchinson one. Me have to talk about that because trust me.
Yeah, but
me not see how like Arsenal is known for developing, for the academy, for the young players. We have the youngest squad. So it don't make sense to me if you're a great young player Why would you leave the place that bust the young players? It don't make sense to me.
Well, as I'm gonna say, I think
Inflation out of control.
hold on, yeah, you mute it, yeah. All right, so let me go. Ethan Pinnock, let me pull up in Ethan Pinnock because we had some people. Because that Liverpool conversation is very important, and this is what I don't like, I don't like people come up and tell me that, City have too much money. When I did the research back on the owners, yes, City is one of the richest clubs in England. But some of these other clubs, did you know that Chelsea owner, Guna, has less money than most of the other owners,
Yeah, man.
He's just decides to spend his money. And look, maybe he never wanted returns, and it just become a over the top good team, and everything has worked. But the man have similar money to them. So if you choose not to spend, can you come over here and say, City Isle money, when the next man bought your club and have similar money, him just chose not to spend it. So I think that is a conversation we need to have. Why is it necessary to beat a team saying that they have too much money when the next team have maybe even more money than them and just choose not to spend it? It's the action. The next man choose to spend more money. The next man come to scam your club.
No, I think a part of the reason with the whole City thing is because the government itself back the club. No other government back the club. That's the thing. That's why when Newcastle get the Saudi them now, who are supposed to have some links to the government of the Saudis, them say it's going to be a similar situation like City. That's why it's different, because in those situations, there's one man buy the club and say, I'm going to spend money and get the club better. Whereas for City, it's not one man alone. It's a whole government.
Okay.
So the level is different. The level is different.
I know me that try to figure out, because sometimes I'm going to catch up why they might say them stuff here on the internet. But now you explain it, it makes I'm trying to understand what they're saying still, but I still believe in money, because if me have $5 and the car costs $2 and you have $5 and the car costs $2, me choose to buy the car for $2 and then want add my $2 extra money to sell it for $4, and my reason. And you did still know about the car at the same time and choose never for to buy it at the time. You understand me? Me not care if me and my auntie and my uncle have the $5 combined. You get me still have the $5 and you have $5. You just need to spend it, and just so even though some things that Klopp need to stop them little foolishness here, because wait to lead into now every single time. This is the next thing. Anytime City come at Anfield, it's like it's a dead thing. It's like say City, say reality. Liverpool cannot beat City. Like football for football, them cannot beat them. You know what them always do? Intimidate City. Just go back for the last 3 years. Every single time when them go there, them I mash up the people in bus, I slap them with things, and every single season. So what you say about that? Now I want Demon for defend that, that intimidation thing. Why a City? One to the other teams them not play football.
Yeah, but Liverpool fans known to be that way with rival teams. When Man United come, them do the same things. When Everton come, them do the same things.
Let me go right. Let me check up this season if them war with Everton, because Everton and them
not must war with Everton, man.
No, but me never hear somebody get slapped on, But yeah.
But JD, more in tune with Wagwan with City.
Yes.
All right, so go to Everton page and check.
So that's why I go check now. Tell you, it never happen. It's like I'm telling you, I'm just loyal alone here. Yeah, pick up for them. Look, them are gonna get fined. All right, if it's not a thing, Jason, pick up for them. If it's not a thing, why them I look for fine them now? No, and I say clap is the one inside this violence, because him always come out and make a speech before the game.
That is foolishness. They should not be blaming Klopp because he make a comment about the money, cause the fans for do something. If anything, Liverpool, the club itself, come out and I say, we fans are idiot. That shouldn't happen. They must try to defend it.
Yes, of course.
But that makes no sense to me. Liverpool should just be condemning whoever make the chant them and do the madness. and say them can't come back or whatever them are gonna say. But you can't say is Klopp incited.
Them for lock him up, man, and run him for the Premier League. And believe me, Liverpool now win no more game if him left. None. We are brushing them every year.
Oh, yo, my vex said Demo good gone, you know, come you want to ask him if he want Trent start today.
Where am I gonna start? How am I play?
Then right back.
So, how would I play? How would I play?
Now West Ham them a play.
Oh, West Ham I play. So, why you gonna start him for? It's like you never watch the previous matches, them, you know. So even when people say me good, you know, you never watch
the. Me know you not start him. Me say me I ask Demo.
No, man, nobody not start him, man. Just, unless you arrest Salah and you put him up there. So, no, they might play 4-4-2 now. They have a 4-4-2 system. So
well, they might not do the 4-4-2, you know, cause Jota out.
Oh, yeah, they have problems. All right. It's the fans. They are the problem. Okay, Mr. Dre, I think Liverpool, I think Klopp is the problem as well, man. I've listened to Mr. Dre a long time. They're so worried Liverpool, you know, I don't know if you understand him. It'll go almost a decade now, me and Liverpool people worry every day. I true, me get the Jamaican content and the Concacaf, so I can hide away from them now. It's been a while, man. So, Jason, let me put up the squad so we can run through it and then we'll leave. So, guys, let me see if we reach 100 likes because I still not disrespect the morning show, you know. All right? I still reach 100 likes as yet I'm there 2 hours. All right? So, I'm upset. You know? Yeah, so I'm going to pull up the squad. The list here. Sorry, the list. Let me get it here. Can't the man say I'm a bad man Liverpool star. I don't understand all this. All right, so let me take up them page here because I still have to do a next video with my boy them, you know. Premier League, yes. So the Premier League games, the Premier League.
Yeah, DNA 4-2-3-1. I feel like I'm gonna play that today for real.
All right, so Arsenal looking top tier at the top of the league.
I play
Europa.
Europa.
And the look so much still. 14 goals, plus 14 and weapon plus 23. All right. Not score so much. Yeah. Anyway, so these are the games that we have coming up. Liverpool. So Liverpool, West Ham. Who are you going for?
Ooh. Well, I really feel like the win against City going to spur them on for a few weeks. So I feel like Liverpool will get the victory. Probably I'll say a 2-1.
2-1. I think they're gonna win, but no win, no spur on victory, nothing. I think they're gonna be the same type of team through the season. Once these teams show them respect and sit back, it's going to be problematic for them. I don't think they have crossed the line yet.
JD, being an objective fan.
Mm-hmm.
And having no bias with Liverpool and Man City, I can say that based on the last game, and I know it was against Rangers, but the Champions League game, Liverpool are playing better right now than they were like the first 2-3 weeks of the season.
Well,
and the press seems to be working a little bit better. They're not out of possession for as long of spells as they were in the beginning of the season. So I think the heavy metal football is coming back a little bit better. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to say 3-1, not 2-1. 3-1.
3-1. All right. Yeah. You know what I'm going to go with? I don't agree. I don't think it's coming back. I thought that they played good. They played okay against Brighton. And I think they are going through the same thing. But because you don't see them against other teams that will show them a little bit more respect. Obviously, Rangers was not really a test because Rangers just don't have the players to compete with them. So you never really get a test there. But once you get back into the Premier League with the stronger teams that can sit back and be compact defensively, you're going to see that they have not improved that much, in my estimation. Or if they do improve, I'm going to agree that they do improve. You understand me? But I'm waiting on this game to prove that because I've not learned it as yet over the last 2 games. City come out and play them because City don't really have respect for Liverpool, to be honest. You know, and because they believe that they are on the same level, so they will have to toggle with them. You know, and Rangers was not really the test for them. So I think West Ham is the test, basically. You understand me? From my side,
Because
I won't be talking there.
based on West Ham not being as open as City would be, you think it
Yes,
would be a more of a test?
stronger defensively than Rangers. Because I truly believe that most of these Premier League teams are much more stronger defensively and they can be more organized, in my opinion, still.
Yeah, West Ham defense going to come down to who is fit, because I see Zuma carrying an injury. So Dawson is playing. They just got Kera from PSG, who's been playing right back. But I think he's going to have to play central. So they have some things going on around the back that they need to sort out.
All right, so Demo come back for war. Demo, we have to catch up on the war again because me have an appointment to deal with.
Yeah, JJ. Problems at centre back. That just bring up.
All right, but I still believe they're going to be a better defensive unit than what Rangers.
Yeah. Even with the injuries, they'll form a more
team that is
formidable backline.
Yeah. So Liverpool. Yeah. I will give Liverpool another 2-1. I still believe that the strength of some of the forward players them. Liverpool has been pretty much struggling with the stronger players them. Surprisingly, the best big strong player don't score against them, which is Alan. Surprisingly, and he got the most chances against them in 2 games and still haven't scored. But Mikel Antonio, Scamacca, I think they're going to be any one of them start will be a problem, and I think they might get the odd goal out of that. That's all I'm saying. So that's why I gave them the 1 goal, but I give Liverpool 2-1 win.
And Liverpool fans in the chat, would you want Gomez to partner Van Dijk again, or would you like to see someone else this time? Because Gomez actually did his thing in the last game. I have to give him credit.
Gomez was better than Van Dijk, even though Van Dijk
I know he was, but so you think Klopp will bench Van Dijk?
No, but we have to talk reality. Gomez was the best player on the field. Van Dijk have the last ditch challenges them and the goal line. But you can't be so what you are gonna take out the man and the man play good, Jason. Oh, you work with that.
I just ask them. That's all.
So me realize in football, it's like when you have name. Yeah, I don't like that. I think people should just get picked based. Look, if a team is coming out of a bad patch, and some of them was actually leading the bad patch, and you'd come in and do something good back, because remember, when Gomez came on, in Arsenal game, Liverpool actually looked better, so it's 2 games he came on and played good, so it's not just one, so we cannot say I think it has to be Van Dijk. If we have to pick Van Dijk based on him just being named Van Dijk,
Well, I see they're saying Konate and Matip injured anyway, so it's gonna have to be Gomez and Van Dijk.
And James Milner, I think it's James Milner you should ask for. Who will be the right back?
Who will play right back? Yes, that's a better question. Who will play right back? Liverpool fans. Let me see.
Yes, I would pick James Milner again, even if he's 1,000 years old. I think he's better than Trent. So he made only 1 slip up, don't Jason? 1 in the entire game, only 1.
From what I can remember, only
1. He made 1 big slip up, but Gomez took out 4. So it never even looked like a mistake at all. Trent better come back. So Demo, Milner
we have 2 votes for Trent, Demo and Irie vibes.
Guys, Trent or Milner. Milner played way better than Trent. Trent came on for 4 seconds and nearly give her a goal. So I don't know what Demo watch. Demo just tap over, praise the ball.
That's actually a good point by Demo though. I'm saying Milner can't play back to back. I'm 1,000 years old, so he maybe can't play in 3 days.
Okay, so you're going to make because he's 1,000 years old.
I'm just saying that's a good point. That's not a bad point.
But my follow-up to that is you need to get back to that level, right? Okay. You need an extra win. Nobody broke up the whole man and get the extra win and then give Trent more time in the classroom to learn how to defend. Extra week will always help him. It's an extra week. And then you will get a solution to something. Because next week, Konate or somebody will be a little bit more fit and then Gomez can go over the right back side. You never may know. So, play with Milner till him dead.
Yeah, he did play well. He did play well in that game. Can't go wrong it.
Trent should come on in the game for me. Okay, DNA. Let Trent be a winger. Sub for the rest. Yeah, man. I think Giovanni can put him on the right winger. Yes, nobody, brother, the man come on in the Man City game, and I just had that newfound confidence that City will get a few more chances, and yeah, they got the chances. They just never went direct because I thought they never really penetrate in the latter stages, to be honest. But the man just don't have nothing defensively. I'm very sorry, the man just
Sir.
don't have nothing. So anyway, we have Chelsea, Brentford now. Chelsea.
Ooh.
I don't know what to say about Chelsea. I think they are getting into the groove of this coach's tactics. But what we struggle with, what I struggle with, so far is when a smaller manager move up to a bigger club, or he can make the players buy into his style without getting the results. Obviously, Chelsea getting the results now, but I could clearly see you might have a little patch when they don't get the result. And then them start go back to them hype show thing. Like how Aubameyang come out and talk about man can't deal with big egos. So how sold are you on this Chelsea team? I think that's a fair question to ask.
All right. So look, I feel like Chelsea have a good manager, right? I think Graham Potter has good ideas. I think it's clear that he knows how to develop a system of play and teach the players the system of play. But I think Aubameyang, right, especially, I feel like, as you say, if they go through a bad patch, and okay, put it this way: if Aubameyang thinks Arteta can't manage big egos, what him would I say about Graham Potter?
Him don't know as yet. Him don't know as yet because Graham Potter never really deal with them high quality players at the highest level.
Exactly. And that's the only way that somebody could agree with what Aubameyang said about Arteta, that he never get the chance to coach a big ego yet. So we don't know if he can handle big ego. How are we supposed to know that? The man that get a young side with no ego besides one person.
So hold on, Blake says, JD, don't let Jason talk about my team in bad mind. My God, but
Blake,
I'm
asking
a valid question.
Blake, me not forget about the bet neither, you know.
Yeah, but Jason, don't hype up yourself. The season just started.
Me know.
So
me know.
might eat your word, Might have eat your word, cause
remember before a game play, me make the bet. So I like me just do it because we are there at the top of the league now. Me make the bet because me analyze and see the thing.
Don't say it a couple times because you never may know what will happen in the next 4 weeks. You have out here a sweat.
No, but back to the question when you did ask me. Like I feel like that will be the true test for Chelsea, as you say. I agree with you totally. When they hit a patch of games where they maybe draw a game, lose a game, draw another game, something like that, then I want to see how the players react under Potter. Do they start to question what they're telling him to do, what he's telling them to do?
Yeah. So yeah, man. Big up yourself, Esther, man. Massive respect, man. Thanks everyone for coming in. People, okay, people wake up. All right. Thanks for the likes.
Good.
We're going to go the 13 extra minutes and do the 2.5 hour because I will give it a half an hour because the people hit the like button. So yeah, that's all. Me still want 200, so if I can put the 115 at 13, I would be grateful just the same. All right. Yes. So you're giving Chelsea. You're giving Chelsea.
I think the game is at Brentford, correct?
My fault. Sorry. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, so if the game is at Brentford, I will say it's a draw.
A draw. Guys, I am going to be careful. I think this game might actually favor Brentford. Brentford played Chelsea 2 times, last season, and Brentford dominated Chelsea the 2 times, bro. I'm very sorry, but they dominated them the 2 times. I thought the first one they never won. And the second one they won it, right? Oh, let me check the head-to-head right here because this game is a serious game, man. Yeah, Brentford Chelsea.
They've been going back and forth.
Oh, we get head-to-head for this one because this is a serious game.
Yeah, I think you should be able to just hit It should tell
I'm
you.
I'm trying to look for the back head-to-head ones. All right, let me go on Chelsea first. No, let me go on them because they played less games, so we can run and get the games that they played last year to show you. Brentford dominated Chelsea last season, man. They did it to a lot at other teams, But I'm
Yeah,
just trying to see it to you.
at home they were tough last
Okay,
year
see,
and this year.
yeah, man, they beat Chelsea 4-1 last time, and the one before this, they dominated them as well. So we have to always remember that, So let me put up the stats here to show you. See, Chelsea. Oh yeah, Chelsea had the better position in this one. Surprising, and they got 4. You see this, Jason? And
That's
then
the
the next
same
one,
thing. That's the same thing like against United this year.
Yes.
United
So they
had
get
like 60 something percent and them get 4 love.
Yes, but they still mustered in 29%. They having 29%, they mustered 17 shots, 6 on target. But I'm going to find the game before, man. I'm telling you, man, Brentford
Yeah,
all over.
find the game when Brentford was the home team.
Yeah, all over Chelsea. All right, so this is the Chelsea won it 1-0. Chelsea won it 1-0. See, 44% for Brentford. Brentford had
Look at the
17
shots though.
shots to
Wow.
5, 7 on target to 1. They shut down Chelsea. Chelsea only had the ball in their own half, and as soon as they come up, the counter attack in this game was elite.
One
Go back
shot
and
on
watch that.
target,
Believe me,
one
man.
goal, one
One
shot on
shot on
target.
target.
Eh.
So when you're voting for Chelsea, put that
Yes.
factor that in. This was a team that gave Chelsea all sorts of problem last. I don't know how Chelsea won that game.
Yeah, I think sometimes in Tuchel system when they play counter-attacking teams, they were found out a lot. I think the way Potter is a little more on the front foot, even though Brentford is a countering team, I think they'll maybe just do a little bit more with the possession than sometimes. Tuchel sometimes was side to side back. I think one thing that Potter has done for Chelsea so far is the attack seems to be a lot quicker. Everything is done with a little more pace. So I think that will help them a little bit. But I still say a draw. I don't think Brentford win, but I think it's a draw game. 1-1 or 2-2.
Okay, all right. So for me, I am going to be a little bit reserved. I'm going to go 1-1 because I'm watching the Aston Villa one, and I'm telling you, good lord, man, Chelsea need work. The good thing, they are getting points, and they are not there as yet because Aston Villa look like a big team playing them. So I don't know why they are so open, So I need to see. But remember, the coach just came in and he's trying to tweak these guys' mind
Yeah,
in season. It's not easy to convert that.
I think the lack of consistency in the 11 kind of slowing them down as well. I think I'm still trying to figure that out. So, you don't really know who's going to be playing, and that's tough when the team is trying to learn a new system. I think he's still trying to figure out who do I really trust and who I want to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. JJ said they beat Chelsea at the Bridge and was unlucky to lose at home. Mendy was the man of the match at Brentford. Yes. Brentford not on last season form. I wouldn't jump to say that they are not as bad as what you're saying. Still, they are not as bad. Believe me.
Yeah, Brentford.
All
If you look at their recent results, they're kind of picking up back a form right now. Brentford.
Yes. That's what I was trying to say to him. But
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Similar to Villa, JD, 18 shots to about 9, and Villa didn't score. But Travis, it was Villa never really looked so dominant in that game, to be honest. Even though it never come off the same as Brentford deal with Chelsea.
We'll soon
Brentford
get to
look like
that
they're
one.
in more control. They're in more control of the domination towards trying to win the game against Chelsea. I think Aston Villa look like they are more scared. They have to attack in order to not lose. You understand me? It looks a little bit different to me. So you can see that the system is not well doctored at this point, and we have to wait a little bit more for Aston Villa, and maybe we might have to wait a longer time because they might have a new manager soon. And Chelsea not playing the same system last year. Yes. But that's why we ask Mirac how fast they are going to adjust to that one. That is important. If Fulham beat best Villa, Gerrard will go get sacked. Well, Fulham is in a better form than Aston Villa. So I guess the sack paper might need to be out early. I don't think they should use that to justify people getting sacked. I think you should look at the transition. Because remember, if a new coach comes in, you have to look into say how long he's going to take to get the team fully set. And if it takes 7-10 more games and you don't win none out of it, you're gonna get relegated. You get me? Rather than the next man that was 75% of his system and needed to be 100% in his system to start getting the right results. You get me? So we have to be careful on what we jump towards. But for me, I would still stack him though, even though I'm saying all of that. Yes, but I'm just giving you other sides. Reece James is a huge miss for Chelsea. Yes, 100% there. Rockford, big up yourself. Football vision, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. I have Brentford 2-1.
You know, to be
1-1.
honest, Reece James out. I think Brentford are gonna win, you know. I swear.
You change it, all
I
right?
change, yeah. I never even remember say Reece out, you know. That's huge.
All right, so let me run through the game then, dear. So we have 5 minutes.
All right, cool.
Newcastle, Everton. This is going to be a good one, yeah.
Yeah. Big Issa out for the World Cup. My gosh. Yeah, I'll say for this game, I'll probably go with a 2-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle, all right. Everton trying hard, yeah. But Newcastle really playing good. And they are setting in their system. That's what we're talking about, systems. Yes, and I think at home, I'm still not sold on them 100% breaking down every team, you know, and that is the last transition phase for them to really turn into a big team. You see, once that consistency stays, like once they turn up with the smaller teams, they turn them over. Even though Everton is not a smaller team, I think Everton is on the same level as Newcastle in terms of notoriety, you know.
Yeah.
And expectation. This should be an equal game going in, but definitely Newcastle's start of the season and how they have actually bought the players them and how the players them fitted to my boy system. I would definitely say Newcastle a little bit ahead in their development, and Lampard still trying, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't say in terms of like what they want to achieve this year, but definitely notoriety wise, they're on the same level as
yes. Yeah, but Newcastle look like over the next 5 or 6 matches, they're gonna cement that position to say that they are up here to stay. So people stop sleeping on Newcastle. Newcastle might just be straight up in the entire top 6. Because a lot of top 6 clubs ain't good at all. And Newcastle look a little bit better. So, yeah, man. Everton 3-2? No, man. If any over 2 goals, it looks like a Newcastle win that. Believe me. Newcastle's team look much, much better. So I will go 3-1 Newcastle. Because I went against them with Brentford, and they definitely taught me a lesson. So, and Brentford is a better team than no, they have to turn into believer. So Bournemouth versus Southampton.
Bournemouth,
Southampton. Southampton, a legendary team, you know. We can't bet against them, you know. But Bournemouth, showing Scotty that he's a trash coach, you know.
Yeah, man, it not look good pan Park at all. It not look good pan him at all. Boy, Southampton. It's like, can Bournemouth keep it up? You know what? I feel like I just Bournemouth time right now, you know. Like the man just a win game. So I now go against them, you know. So I say 2-1 Bournemouth.
Yeah. I'm going with 2-1 as well. 2-1 in favor of Bournemouth. I truly believe that they're out here to make sure Scott Parker don't get a next job ever in a management. Because if they ever stay up, you know, I can tell you, know, that respect of Scott Parker having a drop big time, you know. All right.
Big time.
And
to be honest, them have a little system that are looking dangerous when them attacking, because them have the tall guy there, Billing, playing like a cam. Like really close to the striker, and then Solanke actually look like him have a use, and then Tavernier on the left. So yeah, them have a couple players that playing better than I've ever seen them play. So them they're doing well.
All right. So good day, Sir Owen. How are you doing, Big Boss? We were talking about you earlier on, but you just turn up, man. You just turn up. So that is, and then yeah, okay. So and then we have Man United playing playing Tottenham tonight. That is the big one. So let me
Big
finish right
match.
there.
Yeah, that's the big match.
Boy, in big matches, you know. You see me tell you, you see me tell you about the Premier League. Man, you just have a big match because them have big fans, you know. I don't know what man you out here doing if they have big matches, you know. All right. How can they get big matches? They're not performing good, you know. And we should wait until next year when the coach system sets in. Then we truly give them the big matches. Stop giving the teams and that's not performing good the big matches, man. Come on, man. So what say you on this one?
All right. Well, third against fifth. Man U at home versus Spurs and Conte anti-football. So, let's see. Well, I believe that this game will be a low-scoring game. And I believe that the game will draw. It's going to be 1-1.
Oh my, this brother, you go 1-1.
Yes.
You know what? True. I know that the players them have the capability to score goals. I am going to say 2-1 Manchester United win. But it's going to be a boring game. Boring game, and maybe the goals them come off free kicks.
Some set
Full
piece.
dead,
Yes.
full set
Yeah.
dead balls. Full
Yeah.
dead ball. A boring game. My God, I don't know if it's because Manchester United don't know what they do. Or them doesn't have the ability to play fluid football or something.
My
But
hope,
my
my
God, the game
hope,
is boring.
my hope is that obviously we know what Spurs gonna do. They're gonna sit back. When they win the ball, they're gonna try to counter. If the counter don't work, they go right back to sitting back, right? But I'm hoping that since Man U is going to kind of be able to have the possession, that they just, play more forward thinking. Because I wouldn't mind to see, Rashford, Anthony, Sancho running at them. But, we haven't really been getting to see that much with Manchester United. But I'm hoping, since it's Spurs them playing, we might see it. But we know Conte make the game
I'm gonna say
boring.
H spread over a lot of teams, you know. You
My
start this team with Chelsea and then you end with Spurs.
No, but me hate the two side them, but me say them are gonna draw. You could have
Okay,
said the
all
two of
right.
them are gonna lose,
All right, fair enough. All right, so yeah, Man United I'm going for, but I don't think we're gonna get that much improvement over these two games. Nicky's, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect, man. All right, Jerome said Manu a big side. Rockford said 3 for Manu. Weird game. Because both teams don't want to keep the ball. Well, somebody have to keep it in. I can't referee. 3-2 JJ says.
The coach them.
Harry Revive says 2-1. And Lansley Blake says Manu 2-1. Gomez must start and Milner must be benched. All right. And Milner must start. All right. So Jason, give people my final words, man, and then we just jump out of the place because the people support me in the morning.
Yeah, final words. We're top of the league. Probably gonna get past right now because we don't have no game this week, and that's okay. I am just happy with the start for Arsenal. 9 wins out of 10. And that is my final word.
Okay.
It's lonely at the top. It's lonely up there.
Did you realize that we were talking about Reggae Boyz and everything, and we just ended up with EPL, and we talked about the Reggae Boyz and EPL. So why you just gone your Arsenal? Like, me, I don't.
Why not going to Arsenal? Arsenal are playing in the Premier League too.
All right, you know what? People, want to take care of yourself. Have a nice day. And Jason, I can't wait for them lose 2 more games.
No, you and everybody else. So hold on now, hope and pray for Mavado. You know Mavado? Hope and pray Arsenal lose one day. Nah.
All right, then know yourself. If Leeds could have just put the ball in the back of the net, Arsenal could come out. Arsenal could have come out of them 2-yard box. I've never even saw that in my life.
We now have to play the if game, you know.
Big team can't come out of them 2-yard box. I've never seen that in my life. 2 yard box.
A
And
lie
out
I
here,
tell.
be extra confident. That's what on. So big up, guys. I am going to have a few extra things to do. So and the guy that asked for the clip, what's his name again from yesterday? I will post it. I will look for it now because I'm around the computer. And I will post it there. All right. So thanks very much, everyone that hit the like button, share, and definitely subscribe. Thanks, Demo, coming on. Even though you say me not make no sense, I mean not no sense. Thanks very much, anyway. Jason say me not no sense, and a few other people say me not no sense. But tell you what, in the world, I'm gonna figure out how much sense me have. All right. Take care, people. Peace out.